Hello, everybody. I love the lag when I hit
I
go
also
live.
love us wiggling.
I'm like, I have to do a dance because otherwise I'm just staring soullessly into the camera if I
Yeah.
don't dance. And nobody
Something
likes
about
that.
lives that always make me wiggle more than any other
Oh, yeah.
period of my life.
I agree. Always a dance.
You got Jimmy. Yeah.
I love it. Well, hi, everybody. Sam and I are here. Richie's going to be here soon to do the Big Bad Booty Bitches Book Club live show for November for Married to the Alien Cowboy. Because we had to read some alien smut.
Honestly,
It was so
I
fun.
couldn't ask for anything else.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like between work and grad school, my brain has been so fried. I'm like, all I want to do is read monster smut. If it's not on
I get
Kindle
that.
Unlimited, like it's not computing, you know?
For my trick or treat finale, I had 4 romantasy books, and I was like, anything else I read, I don't want it. I just want romantasy. I just want to kick my little feet, and I want to giggle over some banter. I don't want to think about anything.
Yeah, I have absolutely been that way. I also read the newer one from Kimberly Lemming.
I saw the ridiculous titled one. Yeah.
Yes, God, I needed them to edit that so bad. That was such a pain. That time I got abducted by an alien trapped in a rom-com. It was good though, but again, like alien smut, perfect. I needed it.
It's similar title to like The Games Gods Break. I hate that title so much. The games gods play and the things that the gods break. I'm just like, why are too many words that don't go together? I needed a nice, easy title. But are you going to pick up Kimberly Lemming's?
Oh, the first series?
Mead Mishap series? Is that it?
I want to. Yeah. I've heard so many good things. I think I have to. Plus, it's on Kindle Unlimited, so I might as well, since I'm in my romance era still. So I think I might as well.
I preferred the first 2 and the 0.5 novella more than the third book. The third book is what got traditionally published, I think.
Okay.
So it has like a slightly different feel, but they're all still very fun. So unserious. They're all named after spices.
Love it.
I will say that the third one though, because he's like a dragon shifter, there's some very fun questing that they go on.
Oh, love. I really want to read more dragon shifter books. I've read like a couple, but I feel like you don't always see the dragon shifters in the romance. It's like the werewolves and the vampires, you know.
Because dragons are like the big things, but just for like pets purposes rather than shifting purposes.
Right.
I feel like there might be one.
Yeah, I do need to pick up that series though. I also looked in, it sounds like the time I got abducted by an alien trapped in a rom-com is also going to be a series. So there's going to be more. So I do want to continue with that.
Does she have sisters?
She doesn't have sisters, but there's like a bunch of human girls that got like abducted from Earth and they're on this planet. So they're going to be mates with different people. And it sort of sets up another one, I guess, with the human lady and this other guy. But that guy is like evil and he's a villain. And the human girl literally like shoots him at one point. Like it is not good. Their relationship, like it's toxic. Like I don't know what we're doing. I feel like they're going to try and turn that around. And
for sure. Redemption arc.
We gotta see it.
They're like until he meets her.
Oh, she just posts up to the new planet with a gun and is like, I don't like you. And he's like, I didn't know you could shoot me. And she's like, well, bet. So, I find she's cool. She's fierce.
Yeah, I feel like I should probably read that series. I might wait until more come out. But yeah, I really enjoyed The Mead Mishap because it was just so goofy. And like, I get what people are saying when they're like, yeah, it's kind of cozy, but also ridiculous.
Yes.
But that's following sisters. And so each book is like a different sister. And so I'm like, this is so fun because they don't know each other going on these journeys until later. But the Missile Foe is my favorite one, which is like the 1.5 novella, like super short. Oh, it's such good Christmas vibes.
Is that one like after the first one or after the second one? After the first one.
After the first one. No, I guess it does make sense. It's like their Christmassy special.
Okay. But maybe I'll try to read like the first one and then that Christmassy one soon because that would be fun since Christmas is around the corner.
It is. I hate it.
I know. It snowed today in Iowa for the first time, and I was like, oh, it's coming. It's time.
That's sooner than Idaho.
Yeah, it was pretty soon, but the fall here was so nice though. They really do it up for the fall in the Midwest. I mean, they had like huge pumpkin patch that we went to, and it wasn't like a normal pumpkin patch where it's just like, here's your pumpkin, it's the patch, like get your pumpkin. They had like archways and like games, and it was very elaborate. I was like, ooh,
how fun. Our pumpkin patch, we went, and then they were like, ooh, the pumpkin patch is only open on the weekends now. And we're like,
what?
Okay, it's a nice Wednesday. There's a school bus here. What do you mean the pumpkin patch is closed?
That's crazy.
So,
yeah, they do it up out here. Dude, yeah. And then we've also had, Sam, you would love, well, you wouldn't love our new place in terms of the house. You would love the outside because there's a bunch of cats.
Oh.
It's the cats. Hold on. Where's Richie? Hi, Richie.
Tree?
What?
He bought her a cherry tree? Don't even. Guys, I had to finish the book. That's why I'm late. I'm so sorry.
Dude, I literally don't care if you're late. It's just good to see it. Nice rat tail. How's it going?
Wouldn't have cared if you didn't
I've
finish
had the craziest week of my life. We're once again, as always, bringing peculiar energy to the function.
I need to let Richie more often. This is great.
Yeah, no, I knew you were going to be a chaos gremlin, and I was just waiting for it to happen.
Guys, I told the guy that I liked that I was into him this week, and he responded with, bro, I just work here, and then I got asked out on a date the next day, and then he was in the room, the guy I like, when I got asked on the date, and then I said yes, and then I went on a date last night, and then today I was talking to the guy that I like, and he was like, we should have lunch next week and see if we can talk some things out. And I was like, what?
Classic.
Wait. So here's my question. So I guess it's kind of a two-folder. Whatever. It's two. Does the guy you like you back? And does the person who asked you out know him, like you, just trying to fuck with him? Like, what's going on?
I think
the whole scenario.
Guy asks you on date because they're interested, and then
the person I like is a guy. The person I went on the date with is non-binary. We met at like a bar completely separate. Like they do not know that this guy exists.
Okay, cool.
We met at a bar, and then I was kind of like, oh, that was cool. And then I told the guy that I liked him, and then he was like, I haven't really thought about it, to be honest. I don't really know where I'm at right now, bro. I just work here. And I was like, fair enough, chief, because like we're friends. So like we were like, that's fine, that's normal. And then the next day, nobody knows that I'm into this guy. Like nobody here knows. And so the next day, I get a text from the person from the bar that's like, do you want to go on a date this weekend? And my lovely friend, who I love so much, was like, oh my God, Richie's getting asked on a date, because she looked at my phone, and then he and I made the worst eye contact possible for like 45 straight seconds. And then he was like, I'm going on break. And I was like, right. And then I went on a date last night. And then today I saw him, and he asked me how the date went. And I was like, hey, all right. And he was like, we should get lunch sometime this week. And I was like, probably.
You always want what you can't have.
That's so true. That's crazy. Also, Richie, your audio is crazy. But it honestly is so funny on top of the story that you just told that I just thought it was so funny. I just wanted to share that with you.
You kind of sound a little robotic, but
oh no,
it's great.
But it's funny.
It's really good.
If I have to buy a microphone for the next one, I will. I'm sorry.
I don't really normally sound like there's water in your microphone or speaker. It usually sounds better.
Yeah.
It's just been a while, I guess.
It's cool. I just thought it was funny. On top of the chaos.
Is worse now, I think. But my old laptop just died one day. So I got a new one that is crappy and cheap, and that's where we're at.
Been there.
That's a mood. Definitely been there.
Definitely been there. I built my PC, and now my PC needs to be rebuilt, because that's the thing that has to happen, and that's just a really stupid expense.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's kind of 1 second.
We're just figuring out something. Technical difficulties.
Oh, Chloe and I have been sprinting on Wednesdays, and I swear every single sprint, it's her microphone's not working. Her camera dies like 3 seconds in. Like something always goes horribly wrong.
Dude.
So I will report that my audio may sound crazy to you, but on the actual stream it sounds pretty normal. So
Oh,
That's actually crazy work.
StreamYard is doing a lot for us.
Honestly, they did get a new audio something. So fierce. I hit the button that was like improve the audio, and I was like, that sounds good to me. Maybe that's saving our ass. Thanks, StreamYard. Appreciate you. Love the new features.
Love the new features.
Fierce.
Still not.
Anyways,
that's fine.
About the book. Anybody have a thought about the book to share?
I just finished it 2 seconds before I got on here.
I finished it probably an hour before we got on.
Dude, I finished it last weekend because I read it in like one sitting.
Yeah, I started it last night, read about
50 happens.
Passed out, and then I said, I have to finish this book today.
Mood. It was fun though. Honestly, I want to read the whole series because I think they're all out. And the way I was like, oh, so because everybody's been talking about how this series is like so good, and I was like, I need to read this because it's monster romance. I know I'm gonna love it. But then just another book kept coming out, and another book, and I was like, I might as well just wait till they're all out. And I'm glad I did because I want to just binge them all now.
God, this one did it for me. This one was solid.
Mm-hmm.
There were a few spelling errors, and I was like, I can't even be mad. I think it adds to the charm. I think that's why I like it, because this feels like something.
The perfect way to describe it. I was deeply into it.
Yeah,
I agree. Ratings? Anybody?
I have no idea.
I think I'm gonna give it. I think like a 4.5.
Wow.
Because I was thinking about it and I was like, what is it? What do I not like? And I was like, I can't name a single thing I don't like. I like him. He's hot. I like her. She's funny. The spicy scenes were good.
I'm sorry.
Him being like the strong silent type, I was like, that's my husband. I don't know what my man is like that. I love this.
Because he didn't know what was going on. And she's like, let me walk you through this. I was like, okay, you are. Oh!
Yes.
Breakneck pace on this one also.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely breakneck pace, just taking off in a dead sprint from the moment we started, and I love that. I appreciated that. I'm growing a little weary of 9,000 pages of I don't know if he likes me. I was like, let's just have him come in his pants, page 36, and then we're off to the races.
That's what I need. You know what I love? You know what I like? A man who knows that he likes her. And maybe he doesn't tell her because he's like, I don't want to scare this girl because I don't know anything about women. And I love their interspecies stuff where like she's trying to figure him out. He's trying to figure her out. His eyes go white and she's like, what does that mean? He's like, I have big feelings. Don't ask me questions. I love it.
And then she assumes all of those big emotions incorrectly. And he's like, that's not what no.
Yes.
Something so genuinely charming about him being like they handled it so well with him being like I want to fuck her so bad, and then him being like I'm a monster, I'm evil for this. Like I thought that was so funny and so charming. I was so into it. I like this one.
Yeah, I honestly the best meet cute you could ever ask for. She sees him hosing down outside a window and he catches her, and he has no issues with it except for puts hand through window, closes window, walks away.
Yeah.
Next chapter when he's like, I didn't want the dust to get in the room. I was like, I'm obsessed with you.
And she's like, the birthday suit though, King. Incredible. Love him.
I fear we do have to speak about the second tale.
Yes. Honestly, that took me out. I've gotten to the point with monster romance where I'm like, I've really seen it all. It really doesn't matter what's underneath the pants. Like, you can't surprise me. And then I read that and I was like, I've got more to learn. I was like, honestly, 4.5 to 5 because you surprised me in a spicy scene, which doesn't happen to me, and I still liked it.
No,
and
I do like that she's like, you can hold my finger whilst I. Although, here's the thing, my God. Being me, who I am, I had images in my mind during moments for whatever reason, for no good reason. Every time there's no point. Every time I pictured them on the mattress, for whatever reason, this mattress was just a firm block. There was no padding or anything. It was just solid, and I was just picturing that the whole time.
I think because of the Western vibes, you're picturing like an 1860s cot for real. Like,
oh yeah.
So I just was every time like they were like trying to move around a position. She's like, she's on her knees. I'm like, that can't be comfortable. That mattress is nothing. Like,
you know that man. That man didn't have a dining table. You know he doesn't have a good mattress.
fair.
This man doesn't have nothing.
Oh my god, why don't we have a mattress sponsorship right now? What the hell?
Second tale. This episode is sponsored by Casper.
I really had a weird picture where it was like the little tail, the little cocktail is like on my clit, and I was like, she's got a button, and it's like a thread around a button.
Yes. Same. I was like, what's going on there?
I was like, okay.
The anatomy on that I did spend a little too much time being like, now what are we doing here? Like, I don't want to say draw me a picture, but I do need to know what you're talking about.
Yes.
I did kind of wish for like a Krampus, Rail by the Krampus image of like, hey, here's our anatomy. It does help.
It does. We're just very visual learners, you know? We really needed a visual, we didn't get it. We would have pushed it to a 5 if you gave me a picture.
This is different because I'm not normally on the smut ones. I'm normally just on the horror ones.
Yes.
This is different. Like, somebody is scratching open my door. Get out of here. This one hit different because I feel like the last one we did was Meeting with the Mantis. And now it was just like, haha, hee, silly, goofy. This one I was like, no, I like this though.
Mm-hmm.
This one made me squeal and laugh in similar ways. But it was just like a treat. Like, I was charmed.
I agree.
Is the rest of the series, because I know the next one's like married to the like mountain man or something like that, right?
I think
is the rest of the series like the other boyos on the ranch, or are we just never going to get to hear what's up with Fallon and Darcy?
I think Fallon and Darcy are next.
Yeah. So every book is following like all the other guys on the ranches, and then so we're gonna get to see the human girls. Is it Magnolia and Darcy? And then there should be some other human girls after that. I'm assuming will get introduced.
So married to the alien cowboy.
What are we doing?
Wrangled by the alien rancher, which is Fallon and Darcy. Resisting the alien writer, which is book 3. Doesn't say who it's about. None of them say who they're about past that. Okay. Book 4, wanted by the alien warden. Married to the alien mountain men is book 5. And then book 6 is book 6 is rescued by the alien bull rider.
I'm so excited for the warden book between him and I'm assuming
Tasha.
Tasha, the lady organizing the human.
Yeah, that's what I'm picturing. I'm assuming that not enough people are going to sign up for this like mail order bride situation, and they're like, sorry, you were organizing this and now you have to do it.
I'm so obsessed with all of them. Also love that all the alien guys are like different colors.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's fun.
Once we started playing mermaids in the pool when you're 7 and you're like, well, my tail is gold, actually. My tail is sparkly and orange. Like, I was like, yes, I'm in.
Yeah. I was looking at the covers once we started meeting them to be like, who's who? And I don't think the covers do it justice because married to the alien cowboy, he's gold, but in the cover, he's just like a brown man. And I'm like, well, that doesn't feel accurate.
Yeah.
Gold with teal hair. Oh, and he bought her a cherry tree. I can't, guys.
It's so good.
On the first day, he meets her and then immediately goes, I have to buy this woman a cherry tree.
He's a king. I love that he built her a dining table too. Like anything that she says she needs, he's like, I'll be out in the workshop till 2 a.m. building that for you. Oh, no, you need something? I don't want to lay in
bed and keep you warm. I will build you a table.
No, he's like, I'll build you a fire. I'll build you a table. I'll snuggle you so you don't freeze to death. Like, girl, whatever you need, he's got it. And he's like, no, you don't need to help with anything. You just sit there and look pretty. That's it. Just sit there and vibe. You don't need to do nothing. Man
who goes and does all the chores that she said she would take care of before she even wakes up. Like, thank you.
Obsessed with him.
I honestly, like, I loved the, there was a lot of, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, sensual tension, not just, like, sexual tension in this book, and I thought it was so good, and I feel like the table was a big one, but for me, bitch, the scarf.
Oh.
I was gooped and gagged. I loved him being like, it's like too pretty and like it's yours and like you can't help me, and her being like, what are you talking about? Also, his little Mickey Mouse ears. What?
Oh my god!
I need a visual for that, really.
Yes, honestly, that got me more than the tail. I was like, so big man with the mouse ears. What's going on there?
Big man with the mouse ears that she is death grip squeezing during an orgasm. Like, how is he okay?
Yeah,
he's not.
That was my one thing where I was
like gets turned on by people touching his ears too. Like they didn't go super into that, but they did imply that.
Yeah.
So I was like, this man's about to shoot off like a rocket. You can't grab them like that. That's crazy. Stop.
The shooting off of his rocket that he does accomplish? Buckets.
Crazy work.
What do you mean? There's so much.
This was so funny because there would be moments where I'd be like, that's kind of hot. And then it would be like the goofiest shit I've ever heard in my life. And I was like, and I'm still down. How do you do this? Feels like the moment where they're sleeping together the first night, and then he has the line where he's talking about, he's like, I don't know how she could possibly be cold when like this part of her is so warm. I was like, oh my. I'm clutching my pearls right now. I was like, that's amazing. And then next scene, they're like, and he has a tail on his dick. And I was like, yes, sure.
Honestly, I think the thing about this that made me like it so much is because they're actually genuinely nice to each other. And are like building a relationship, and it's not just like, okay, they think each other's hot, but they're trying to actually get to know each other and like be good for each other to make this mail order bride thing work. And so you actually have like a build up of like you're excited for them to get together. It's not like they hook up and then we have to build something after. I feel like I've been reading more of that lately. I'm like, no, actually have like a relationship before it gets spicy, please. But have the tension. It's so
also
good.
Him not knowing what a kiss was on their wedding, like that was precious.
It was so good.
So I like the way that
the word being like, yeah, he's just taking a second. Don't worry about him.
That was so fun. The warden too was so funny when the warden's like, no, you didn't offend him. Like he's level-headed, like he's a good guy. And her being like, no, like I'm seeing that he's a good guy and you're right. And I believe you, even though he's a different species and I don't know that species. I don't know the norms. Like I can tell he's a good person. So sweet.
Such a good, like when you said like top 10 meet cutes, like honestly they played it so well where they were like, we're going to introduce him doing something like kind and nice, and her like openly saying like, when people don't think they're like other people are watching and they still choose to be nice, like I know this is a good person, but also that body though, hey,
yeah,
hey, all right, like that was perfect because it was like, okay, of course it's immediately set up, you know he's nice, you know he's hot, so what's the problem? Like it was so easy to believe. It was like, yeah, I can fall in love with this guy in 2 days. He's also nice, he built me a table, what more do I need?
Yeah.
Also very self-aware the entire time of being like, I understand he's a different species, so there's obviously like some miscommunication of like we're just trying to figure this out, but also just like happily along for the ride. And I just really enjoyed like the arc of both of them as characters. Like she had her mob thing going on, and he had becoming more vocal and communicative with words because that's what she needed. And I was like, oh my god, he's healing from his traumas.
Oh, also, okay, speaking of his trauma, just the fact that this whole like convict planet with these guys who like did shit when they were kids and got convicted, now they're here and now we're giving them mail order brides. Like, why are they getting the brides? Are we ever going to find out what's like? I'm in it for the relationships, but like, what's going on with the politics of that?
I feel like we might get nuggets as it goes because she's like, the Empire isn't telling the humans that you guys are convicts, so there must be a reason there.
Yeah.
And I'm sure the author at least will give us something.
I'm interested in that.
I think it was a perfect amount of world building, to be honest. Like, I could have read another 200 pages of world building, but I think the amount that they have was just enough that I was like, I have questions, but because I'm intrigued, not because I'm confused.
Yes. Agreed. Also, him being so sweet and like good to her, but also being like, anybody hurts anybody he knows, good luck to you. She's gonna get you with the frying pan and he's getting you with the knife, and you're not coming out breathing either way.
Sets with her being like, oh no, he's clocked how hot I thought it was that he tried to murder that guy.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, he's mistaking my horny glee. I I will say that I think the reason why I found it as humorous throughout, while it's like just enjoyable, because it's written in such a way where it's like the same modern lingo and phrases that we say, but he's like doesn't know the lingos, and so he's like missing half of what she's saying, where he takes it all very literal, which which is adorable. But also like she would, replace the like sci-fi words into the phrases. And so I was like, I enjoyed that. That's our world building of being like, oh, well, on Terra Tribe 1 or Terra Tribe 2, like these things happen. And so replacing like our modern phrases with some words, I was just like, oh, this is perfect because we all know what you're saying, but it just does it up a little bit. And I was so into it.
Agreed.
This was a slapper. This one, honestly, like, I think fixed a lot of the things that I had problems with in All Chained Up. Like, I think a lot of the complaints that we had with All Chained Up were, like, much better. Because, like, that was one of the things that we talked about is we were like, girl, have a conversation. Talk.
Yes.
Please. Oh, my God.
Super spicy,
and, like, this one had the same, like, convict, but, like, and I think it was very similar in that it was, like, convict was, like, convicted of something that, like, wasn't that bad. But I feel like this one, like, I actually kind of liked that they held off because you did have kind of, like, he killed someone when he was a kid. Like, what happened? You got to, like, sit kind of in that, like, not knowing for longer. I really like that. Yeah. Guys, this one was good. Maybe I'm moving up to a 4.5.
Okay, I'm glad that you brought up All Chained Up, because I don't think I made that connection of the convict romance thing. And I think you just hit on something that maybe I need to dig into more in my reading of, like, I love a convict romance where he did something.
I love a murderer.
I do. And I love female serial killers too, but there's something about, like, the guy got convicted of a crime, but it's not that bad. It's, like, redeemable, and he thinks he's, like, the awful scum, and he meets some girly pop who, like, gets him out of his shell, and they have this, like, whirlwind romance. I love that shit. I love it.
Works in both of them, though. And I think that the pitfall you could very easily fall into with a convict romance is it's never that sappy, like, hey, you're worth everything, and it doesn't matter what you did. Like, it's literally a girl being like, you are so dumb. Who cares? Stop.
Yes.
Shut up. Like, and I think that energy is much more conducive to what you like. Because I could easily see a convict romance slipping into that, like, I don't know what to do. Like, which I have no patience for.
Yeah, it's always some girl who's just like, shut up, dude. Whatever.
It's hot, so who cares?
Yeah, you're hot. Let's move on. All right. We got bigger fish to fry here. Love it. Also, I love the opening scene with her just, like, bashing a guy's face in with a frying pan. I was like, this girl, we got tangled. We're in space. We're on a planet. I was like, I'm listening. She hit him with the frying pan, and I was like, I'm buckled up and I'm ready for the ride. I was like, yes, this is it. I like her.
A very nice combination of, like, very sweet, but also very practical, so it didn't feel like cloying. Yeah. Because her being like, well, yeah, I'm going to cook and clean and take care of him because I'm a mail order bride and I don't really have anything to offer here, and I need to let him, like, he needs to want me around, so I gotta do something. Like, I thought that they, like, struck a very nice balance with that as well.
I'm curious to see how it goes with the other books, with the other women, and, like, why they're accepting the mail order bride thing and whatever. Because I think we saw
being opposite Grumpy Sunshine.
Oh, what did yes. Fallon do? Dude, yeah, what did Fallon do? Be born? He's a baby.
He's absolute baby.
I hope his is, like, something ridiculous and, like, absolutely bad, where it was like, oh, he murdered 5 other kids just for the hell of it.
Some psychotic stuff. Yeah. That would actually be kind of fun.
And then Grumpy Darcy has a reason to like him.
She is such a grump. That's so true. Maybe she's not a grump. Maybe she's probably just got some crazy shit going on too.
It was so cute when he was like, she sounds elegant. It's like, baby boy.
He's so right. That's the other thing too, is I love how some of the guys really want brides and some of them voted against it and they're like, no, we don't want this. But you know they're going to get one and they're going to be into it.
Broken Book is going to go crazy, go stupid. I'm going to lose my mind.
And I love that the warden gets one too. Because as soon as the lady was like, he's hot, I was like, he's hot. I was like, well, then I can't wait to read about him. I hope he gets a book. I just love that the books are out and I can just go binge them. Or we can binge them. I don't care. But I need more smut.
desperately want to read Sophie and X and Maggie and whatever her man's name is. Because those are also like companion books.
Maggie and the Half Orc at the bakery?
Yeah.
Dude, yeah.
I'm interested. I'm intrigued.
I am too. I definitely want to read more Ursa Dax. I've never read this author before, but I've heard so many good things. And I think there's another Alien series too that's not related to this. And I don't know anything about that either.
KU, though.
Yeah. I don't think so.
I've been reading a lot of fan fiction lately, and I feel like that really primed me to just have a very good time with this one, like, because it felt very like fan fiction-y. Just in the tropes, in the way, like, and I think also partly in the character building, because one of the things I like about fan fiction is like we don't have to build up the characters because it's like, you know them, girl, so you can just kind of jump straight into the action. This one had that same feeling of like, we're just gonna go, you'll figure it out or you won't, bye. Like, yeah, if you told me this was Star Trek fan fiction, I believe you.
Okay, so Richie's gonna start fan casting everybody from Star Trek.
Love.
I don't know anything about Star Trek, I wish. Ugh.
Well, I'm glad that you guys liked this, because I read it and I was like, this is really good. I'm glad I waited to read it, because I feel like I needed it really bad right now. So, good stuff. Also, I'm going to put this out there, and this can be a discussion. I don't know what me am doing about this book club for the next year, because I know with work and grad school, the noggin, there's two brain cells up here rubbing together on a good day, right? So reading like big horror with like important themes, she's not there, you know? But you know what I am here for? Monster romance. And like weird stuff. Like I know we talked about like the sentient object romance with the girl who gets down with the door or whatever it is.
Yeah, hinged. Clippy,
so I don't know.
Lots of things.
I don't know. I know I don't want to make like commitments that I can't keep for book club. And I also know that I can't read things that are too highly intelligent because I'm already reading too many academic journals. But I love a smut novel, and I love an alien series.
Hear me out, because I do have an idea.
What you got?
Next year, maybe we do the Big Bad Booty Bitches book club romance edition, and every month one of us picks a romance that we want the other ones to read.
Ooh.
Okay.
That way, a third of the time, Alea, you've already read it. So that cuts back your workload even more.
That's a good point.
And then we just get to gab about some silly little romance books. And then we can do your historical romance moment. We can do some unhinged or hinged, rather, inanimate object smut. We can go for that. I can make Sam read Tessa's Child.
Yeah, I would read that again too.
Yeah.
We could also read more books. We could read more Ursa Dax. Yeah. We could read more of this series. We could do whatever. But I do know long books, they're not here. They're not here consistently.
Yeah. No, I get that, especially because I'm going into my busy season come January. So easy books are also going to be helpful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I also think we could kind of knock out a couple novellas.
Mm-hmm.
To kind of do that type thing. I can follow 2 Mating with the Mantises a month, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Every Mantis book we can possibly get our hands on, I will gladly take.
Yeah, I like the novella thing too, because it's quicker.
Yeah.
A little easier. Because I also think there's a lot of good stuff on Kindle Unlimited. And Richie, you're welcome to use mine too. So
I do want to ask though, in the spirit of the book club, and we don't have to touch on this for too long. Did y'all actually read Eat the Ones You Love? Because I have wanted to talk to you.
I read it.
I did not read it, but I will. Because I was like moving and I was like, it wasn't there. But I certainly can, and we certainly can talk about it. I know Sam didn't really like it that much.
I'm gonna say I'm torn between somewhere between a 2.5 and a 3.5 is where I'm sitting on this one, to be honest.
Yeah, I was like, should I read it and then make everybody talk about it when everybody didn't like it and doesn't remember it?
I think I give it a nice generous 3.
Yeah. If you're gonna read one, I would actually say the Andrew Joseph White one is the one that you should read and talk to us about.
Okay. Okay. We could definitely do that.
Yeah.
I would be down. So, because I know you guys really like that one. Would you guys want to talk about that? If I read that, would you want to yap about it?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Good to know.
It was that one made me feel like sick to my stomach.
Okay, that's stunning.
Shut the fuck up.
Where'd you get that from, Sam?
Evernight, the
Oh my
Limit
God.
subscription.
That is stunning. Ooh. Richie's so gagged.
So I got that yesterday.
Oh my God. Good timing.
Me being like,
honest,
I think
the
I'm
horror
gonna
book.
cancel my Evernight, and then I go, oh wait, this book was kind of good.
The autistic trans guy with like mental illness kind of hit a little too close to home at some points. I'm not gonna lie. The first scene, I was like, perhaps I can't read this book. Actually, like maybe but I'm glad I kept going. It's very good.
Yes, it is very good. It is hard to read and difficult at many times. I also there was many points where I was like, ooh, am I okay? But
ooh.
I feel like it guides you in a good way, and it's done with such good care, but it was so relatable and so painful.
Sam, I need to know. Sam, did you listen to the audiobook or did you read it physically?
I listened to the audiobook.
Was it good?
If you do not listen to it fast, yes.
Okay.
Basically, the monster thing has like 5 voices layered over when it talks, which is so cool. Unless you're listening at 2.75 speed, then you're like, whoa. There's a lot of me like changing my speed. But
okay.
I think, yes, good audiobook production.
Okay, I would read that if you guys want to talk about it, because I know you've already read it. Yeah.
Okay. Read it again. Oh, by the way, Sam, I hopped in and watched some of Sam's sprints a while back, and I was reading Nothing But Blackened Teeth. What a piece of shit that was. That's so bad.
Really?
That cover is too good for that book to be as bad as it is. I didn't even finish it. It's like 130 pages, and I was like, I'm good.
Yeah. It doesn't get better.
Have you seen the cover for this, Alea?
Is this the one I'm... Is this the one I'm thinking? That's what I was thinking. Yeah. I read another one by her this year, the one with the mermaid.
Yeah.
And that one was good. Yeah,
okay.
I really liked it.
Really like that one.
It was really good. And the audiobook was excellent. So I'm surprised that this other one by her was not good. Because I just bought her new one, the library one. And it's the beginning I read it and I was like, not right now. Bloody, dark. Okay, not Sam having a stunning edition of every book we ever mentioned.
The scariest artwork I've ever seen in my entire life that genuinely freaks me out.
Dude.
Okay, so this one's not like the most freaky, but still a lot.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's the inside.
Intense.
The book itself, gorgeous.
Oh, stunning.
But I hate it.
Yeah, that's what it was giving. That was some energy. I read the beginning and I was like, this is going to be really good. And there's an audiobook. So I think I'm going to pick it up via audio. But I want to read that soon.
I want to read it, but I'm also actually genuinely scared to read this one.
I am too, but I'm reading it for a vlog.
Okay.
That's upcoming.
You guys have to tell me what you think of it. I mean, I'll watch the vlog too, but you guys will have to tell me what you think of it because, like, Nothing But Blackened Teeth, you did it. It's been a while since I disliked a book that much.
Wow. Yeah, I feel like I'm curious about.
I didn't like the characters, and I didn't care about the plot, and I was like, what is happening right now? Like, I was so mad.
It is genuinely very bad.
It's bad.
That's interesting.
Well, like the characters, sorry that I'm hijacking the Married to the Alien Cowboy book club to rant about this
I want to hear.
The characters, like the main character is like incredibly like she's not a bitch, but she's not friendly by any stretch. And then it's just kind of like her at like the wedding of like her friend and her friend's fiance, and her friend's fiance hates her because when they were going through a rough patch, she told her friend, like, you guys should break up, and the friend's fiance has never forgiven her for it. And it was so grating because she was like, I don't even understand what I did wrong. And I was like, well, okay, girl, like, listen, I get it. Like, you know, you were just talking to your friend, but also, like, do you maybe get it a little? Do you maybe understand a little why your friend's fiance might not like you after that? And then every other character either just treated her like she was completely, like, mentally ill beyond the point of, like, being able to converse with, or they were, like, kind of on the low trying to hook up with her. And, like, just the vibes, it was like a group of people who should never be friends at all. And for some reason, they're all at this place together. So then when it hits the critical, like, there's a spooky thing and we all have to run, I was like, why are any of you even together? And when she was like, I have to go save them, I was like, you don't even like them. What are we doing?
Yeah, no buy-in.
It was really annoying.
It has Nothing But Black and Teeth has an average rating of 2.64.
It feels right.
Yeah. So
that's crazy work.
I like the premise. I like the setup. It's based off some type of like folklore story of like brides dying on their like wedding nights and whatnot, and, like, hauntings and stuff. Cool setup, premise idea, but just poorly executed because of the characters. But I give The Salt Grows Heavy apparently 2 stars. So, but everybody likes it, so that's a me problem.
I really liked The Salt Grows Heavy. The audio was really good. It was short. It was really good. I was in a weird place when I read it. That was when I had a burst blood vessel in my eyeball and I had to lay in bed in the dark for like 3 days, and I listened to this book and it hit. So that's the tea.
I think the premise of it is also cool. Audiobook is good. So it might work for you better, Richie, but it's a weird one.
Yeah, so the new one is The Library at Hellebore that I started reading in the beginning, and I was like, this is going to be really good. I'm going to pick it up for a vlog. I'm not going to pick it up right now because I need to read more smut first before I can get into that. But it's under 300 pages, so...
Here's the thing about the prose to me that I'm worried I will never get into her. And this is crazy for me to say because I also am, but it was so, like, millennial. Like, I don't know how else to describe it. It was so... I was just like, ooh, I know you eat food like... Look, I know you do. I know you do. Don't even lie to me. I was so like, what are you doing?
Richie, I love you. Richie's like, I could tell by the way that this was written that the author eats a certain way, and it upset me.
I was mad.
Honestly?
You know what I did? I kept Sam Streams playing to give you that view and took a nap instead.
Thank you.
And you should. Preach. Well, interesting. Okay. Well, it sounds like I'm reading the new Andrew Joseph White, and I'm excited about it. And we'll let you know if the other...
have the brains and time, all of his works.
Yes.
Eventually.
I need to do that too. For sure. But I might try the audiobook for the new one.
I would.
I think that would be fun.
Yeah.
I think, Alea, at some point, if you want something that's like short and quick, and then we could talk about it, you should read Ella Enchanted, because me and Sam are going to end up having to come to blows. So we're going to
Well, why are you coming to blows?
Because Sam didn't like it as much as I did.
Wow. Well, then really Sam should just get off the book club then if she disagrees with you, Richie. It's really just your opinion that we care about.
My favorite book, Alea.
Oh my god. And you're making fun of this other author for being a millennial. Okay. I'm kidding. I love you. I've never read Ella Enchanted, but I did love the movie as a kid. So
that's my thing. I love the movie. I love the movie so much.
I think that's the thing. I think you're going to agree with Sam, and I'm just going to be in the wrong because I don't like the movie. I don't.
Did you read the book first?
I read the book first.
Yeah.
Well,
so, that's a problem.
I know.
But also, I recognize that for what the book is, separating it from the movie, it's good because you see more.
That's how I feel about the movie. Is I'm like, if I'm just watching it as a movie that is not based on my favorite book, it's gas. I love her singing "Somebody to Love" in front of the love it.
It's the only reason I like it.
Adaptation of my favorite book.
Yeah, I feel like it doesn't really focus in on the childhood aspect of it. It's definitely more of like a young adult film for more middle school.
I think it's fair because, there is the point to contend with that when the love interests meet, she is 15 and he is 18.
Right.
It's a product of its time.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Well, and also they don't do anything until she's an adult, so that's nice at least.
Harmless letters.
Sleep easy with that. But yeah, so I do get why they aged her up. I'm not that mad about that. Because yeah, I'm watching a 15-year-old actor with Hugh Dancy, as gorgeous as Hugh Dancy is. I don't think I would have loved that much. So
yeah. Also, I failed to to acknowledge Married to the Richie. Fierce name, as usual. You're killing it.
Oh my God. Logging on late and typing in Married to the Richie as I'm trying to go in. I was like, I guess this.
I love your dedication to the bit.
It's never going to stop.
More so Alea, because it seems like something you'd pick up. Have you read Choosing Theo?
No. What's that?
Also
I'm ignorant.
An alien human romance. And I read it forever ago, so I don't remember it very well, which is unfortunate for everybody here, because then I can't actually like pitch whether or not it's
Theo.
worth it.
Okay, you know why I don't know that title? Because the cover is a half-naked man, just like every other romance book I've ever seen.
Okay. It shows that. I gave it 3 stars, but it's got an average rating of 4.10.
Okay, but tell me why this is on my want to read shelf on Goodreads and I haven't got a clue what it is. Well, Past Me said she wanted to read it, so I guess I want to read it because I just listened to Past Me. She knows things, and I don't.
Very similar because it's got like a alien and human. They don't understand each other's species. They've got to figure that out. Forced proximity, where she is living in his house and they're going to get married.
Love it.
It's kind of similar, somewhat similar setup.
Okay, I'm gonna have to pick that up then. I need more aliens. But I feel like I have not read enough alien books.
You can tell me whether or not you think it's good, because I read that when I was like in my Shrek smut phase, when I wasn't really reading smut, and so I maybe didn't have the right thoughts and opinions going into it. So you let me know if it's worth it, and then maybe we can continue in that too.
Dude, there's 8 books in that series.
I think it's a completed series.
Okay, love how all the other dudes look more normal, and the last guy is just bright red. Fun. Ooh, one of the guys is in jail. Ooh, now you're speaking my language. An alien who's also a convict. Alea's new niche.
We're getting somewhere.
What type of books do you read? Oh, alien convict romances. Oh.
Dude, I'm gonna be honest. Everything that's happened this year has not been on my bingo board, and that's one of them. Unexpected curveball.
Have y'all heard of Books A Million?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. We just got a Books A Million in Dawn. You're right, and you should say it. So good. So good.
I have not read that, but I have read other Octavia Butler and liked it.
Oh, Dawn is so good.
I have to look
guys, I went to Books A Million. Like
How was it?
With my friend. It's like Barnes and Noble, but a different name, basically. And I saw this book, and I didn't buy it, and I should have bought it. Y'all heard of the book 9 Month Contract by Amy Dawes?
Yes, no. I have. And I saw it, and I also thought about buying it, and I also didn't. So maybe there's something with the marketing that neither of us bought it, but did clock it. It's on Kindle Unlimited.
On the side of the pages, like, it was very cute, and we love a little plus-size representation on the cover. Sam, this is a book about a mountain man who is looking for a surrogate, and then he falls in love with his surrogate.
Woof.
Richie, just so you know, since I gave you my Kindle login, that's in my Kindle Unlimited library right now because I wanted to read it. So I'm just saying, and I would read that too if you want to. Also, there's 4 books in that series, and I feel like they've been coming out left, right, upside down, sideways, and every time I see the cover, I'm like, that's fierce, and I should read it. And now book 4 is coming out in 2026, and I haven't read a single one. So I'm down.
Small town, age gap, curvy.
Yes.
I don't know why it says Megan Quinn and Tessa Bailey. Like that has anything to do.
I hate Tessa Bailey, so don't put her name anywhere, or I won't read it.
Woof. Okay.
I'm just saying. One of her books was so bad, I went to check it out at the library, and my hold came in, and I grabbed it off the library hold shelf, was like, let me just skim this really quick. And it was so bad and foul that I went up to the librarian and I was like, listen, I've never done this in my life. I can't check this out. I'm so sorry I asked to put this on hold. I'm not taking it out. I'm not taking this home. This is garbage.
That's so funny. People
and
love her.
And I was like, this is horrible. I'm sorry. I can't do it. Never done that in my life.
Disliking Tessa Bailey, but I don't remember you having much of a reason other than like it's maybe
the writing is so bad. It makes me want to write a book because I know I could do it better. I was like, girl, this is garbage.
Women porn, isn't it?
It's well, the one that I didn't check out was like the girl was a teacher and the guy was like tattooed or whatever, and he had some like teacher kink. And my parents are teachers, and the way I opened to the spicy scene, and it rubbed me the wrong way as a teacher's kid. I was like, don't even say that to me. That's disgusting. She teaches like first grade. I was like, shut up.
The amount of times when I was working as a teacher and that was in my Tinder bio that I got the most rancid, foul messages from men. And I was like, you do realize I teach like children, right? Like, don't ask me to like grade your papers, weird ass. Leave me alone.
Like, that's the energy it was bringing. The foul men in your DMs, that's what this was. It was gross. And I read a couple of her other books. And I DNF'd some of those too, because they were also just, the spicy scenes are just, it's just bad. The whole thing's just poorly written. I'm sorry.
I know the one with like the blue cover that's like nautical and inspired by some type of movie that everybody went crazy over.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't read that one.
Guys, I have something embarrassing to admit.
Oh, I wish you would admit it.
I went to a movie today, and I was watching the trailers with my friend, who happens to be the same friend who I did the little book club for events with us, and we went and saw that movie. We're at a different movie today. We're watching a trailer. It's this little romance story, or it's like this drama where it's like this girl, like she was drinking and driving and she killed her boyfriend in a car crash and she got sentenced to 7 years in jail and now she's out and she like the family like won't let her see the kid that she had with the guy because she's the reason he's dead and all that stuff. And me and Mariah were like, this was gas, hello? And then right across the front they were like, from Colleen Hoover, the hit, and I was like, no. So,
which one was it?
I got separated by reminders of him. So we hate to see it. What's the Verity trailer dropping though?
Okay.
How come we've gotten a full produced released movie? They were like, we're making Verity. Here's a picture of Verity. Oh, we're making Regretting You, and we cast Regretting You, and we film Regretting You, and Regretting You's out. Still no trailer for Verity? Still none?
No idea.
Yeah, it is a wild pipeline that she's going on.
Crazy work. But we do need to read Layla, though.
We do need to read Layla.
I have not watched Cindy's video because I know we've talked about it.
Yeah.
Calling Hoover Day, it is November 9.
That's right.
It is.
The day for us to meet up again.
Of course. Had to do it. Oh my god.
So anybody ever read or even look at Go Luck Yourself? Are we ever going to read that? I kind of don't care. If we're being completely honest, I don't.
Okay, here's the thing with that. So I know we read the first one. And then I was thinking about reading that one when it was, March. And I didn't. Because here's the thing. So it's following the brother of the guy from the first book that we read about. And he was the guy who was in love with this girly pop. And I wanted them to be together. But then the second book, it's him getting with some guy who we don't know. Yeah, and I was like, well, I wanted him to be with the girly pop that he was into in the last book.
No, you're right. Sorry, my cat needs to be up.
So, I don't know. I have no buy-in in the romance. I'm like, who the hell is this guy? I wanted you to be with that girly pop. And I love the gays, but like, who are you?
Yeah. That's how I feel. I was just wondering, because if you were like, oh, I really want to read it, I was going to be like, you know what? We can do this. But I can't.
I don't know about that one. I'm more excited about Alien smut at the moment. I'm more excited about these alien cowboy men. I need to know about that.
I will maintain that I need to know what Fallon did.
Yes.
But the book I am most excited for is the Oaken book for sure. The Oaken book's gotta go insane because he doesn't even want a wife, and why not?
Well, and the funny part to me was when Sylar in this book was like, he could die and nobody would miss him. It was like the guys on the planet don't even like him, and there's only like a handful of them, and they're all like, we hate this guy. He's got a bad attitude and nobody likes it.
But per the warden, the men need these women, and it's gonna fix their lives forever. So
well, of course, because you can't have a bunch of dusty men on a planet and have it go well, you know?
Here's my thing. There's no way that these men live on the planet together in complete isolation and don't try to fuck around with each other a little bit.
They definitely explored each other's bodies. It simply has to happen.
You haven't been touched since you were a child.
I don't
I'm
know.
just saying, maybe Oaken is dealing with the fact that he's gay. And listen, if they give me gay Oaken, I'll die. Ursa, please. Ursa, I know the book's already out, but Ursa.
Don't look at the covers.
Gay Oaken is different.
Don't look at any of the covers.
As a gay, sometimes my gay representation should be bad, actually. Sometimes it should be the guy who nobody likes on the planet. Like,
I think that's hilarious. Imagine if it was him and the warden. Listen, it's not, and we know that, and that's reality. But imagine if it was him and the warden, because that would have gone hard.
Richie, there's some fanfic for you to start writing on the side.
Yeah, get on it.
when I show up next to the next book club with my 60,000 word fan fiction about the warden and Oaken exploring each other's bodies on the planet, what are you gonna say about it? What are you gonna do? You know,
honestly, not
live together.
Not the book club where we just read Richie's fan fiction about the series we just read.
Yes.
I found a fan fiction of mine that I wrote in middle school that was about the Hunger Games. So if you ever want me to embarrass myself live on camera, I will do that, and I will send you my Hunger Games fan fiction, and we can read that.
I would love
to. I have not read it because I saw it and I was like, nope, skipping past that. Like, we can't do that.
That would be so funny.
I wish I could contribute, but I don't think I ever finished any of my One Direction stuff. Like, I don't think I ever committed to, like, going all the way. I think I was, like, a chapter or two and give up.
There's this one either. To be clear, I'm sorry, I had a brain blast from the words One Direction. That really hit different. Sam's over here writing about being sold to One Direction. And good for you.
Yeah, I was a big Aftergirl. I read it chapter by chapter when it came out on Tumblr. That's my origins. Me and my sister sitting on her bed reading After together.
Oh my god.
So, that's where I started. That's my lore.
Richie, we can't hear you.
You've gone silent.
Where'd you go?
I don't know. Can you hear me now?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I just said I love a Wattpad movie. Rough to make me repeat that, but that's my truth. I want to see the one with Dylan Sprouse, though.
Oh, you have to.
I know. I know.
I don't remember what. I read something and I talked about it in a video, and I referenced, I was like, this guy reminds me of the movie. So I'll scrub my account to see what the fuck that was. So I might have a book recommendation.
For y'all, I have a friend who was talking to me and was like, I need recommendations for mafia romances.
Oh. I haven't read any. I wanted to get into them and I didn't know where to start, and I was trying to find the smutty knowledgeable girls of YouTube to tell me where to start with mafia romance, and I just felt like I still didn't find a conclusive answer.
I feel like everybody just talks about the bad ones.
Yeah, I don't know. I want to get into it because I love convicts and I love shady dudes in romance, but I want something where the guy's not nasty in a problematic way. That's the thing, because that's not cute. That just makes me pissed off, and I don't want that.
Yeah, the two that I'm aware of, one of them I've read, the other one I'm terrified of based off other people's bad reviews because it's Sophie Lark. Both two problematic authors. So you know, it's hard when like the popular things are also just bad people.
Yeah. Also, it's like, are they just popular on TikTok and they're garbage? Or are they actually good? You know?
The same people who like Credence, like the Sophie Lark.
Okay.
So
I think that's what we needed to know.
yeah.
That's telling.
Haunts my waking moments. I can't stop thinking about it, to be honest. I know I'm gonna read it one day because I just have to know. I have to know. But do I want to? No.
That's usually where I land too with books, where I'm like, I simply would never, but also I need to know how bad it really is. I know I've seen in-depth plot recaps where people have quoted it, and I know what's in it, but I still feel like the torture.
Different when you're reading it.
Yeah.
I mean, think about Verity. I've heard so many people talk about Verity, but then I read it and I was like, oh no, this is different. So I'm like, I got it. Someday I'm gonna read Credence. And I'm sure you guys are gonna get a chance at like 2:30 in the morning.
For it. We won't read it. Richie will just give us a presentation.
Yeah, I was gonna say I expect a good PowerPoint. We'd like some screenshotted quotes. Thank you.
Oh, 9th grade. I'm going on Prezi. I'm making the everything spin with.
I have unlocked a memory. Oh my god.
Ugh.
I love it.
Yeah,
Richie,
well, if you hear anything about a good mafia romance, please let me know because I wanted to give my friend recommendations and I was like, I simply don't know.
I think that would be a good avenue to go into. Just I'm curious. I want to find something. There's got to be something that's good. You know? Somewhere.
Does have to be something that's good.
Okay. I asked my resident romance reader, so we'll see if she gets back to me with any recommendations for it.
We need something. Because I just don't know where to start. And there's so many series too. I don't know what's good. Yeah, I've seen a lot of Sophie Lark stuff that just looks scary.
Yeah. There's this YouTube account that I love, Newly Nova, and she read the Brutal Prince book. And I was like, you know, and I've seen this video, now I don't need to explore that. I've done that.
Newly Nova is the one who I watched read Credence, and that's when I was like, I'm gonna have to read the book, huh?
Yeah. I think I've watched about 4 or 5 deep dive plots. It never changes. It's always the same, but I still, those videos just hit.
He's gonna hook up with her uncle. That's a fixed point in the timeline. You hate to see it.
Oh yeah. It's bad from the start.
I was reading, and I'll admit it was a fan fiction. I'm gonna try and scrub identifying details so y'all don't know what I'm getting up to in my I don't care if you two know, but YouTube as a whole, you don't need to know what I'm about. But I've been reading fan fiction for a particular fandom, and one of the things that I keep noticing popping up in this fandom is like the dating your brother's best friend trope. Which is
oh no, that's stepbrother. Never mind.
To me, because the characters in this particular piece of media are like older, like they're very like middle-aged, and I'm like, is that a problem when you're 50? For like, do you care that much when you're 50? It feels it's a very odd thing, and it is one of those things where I'm like, I feel like the people writing for this must be 17 because like I can't imagine being 50 and caring that.
Yeah, I think that's like the way you do it when you're 50.
How else do you meet
people? That's how you network.
Like, well, and when you're 50, it's like, do you even talk to your siblings that much anyways? Like it would probably take you a whole year to even know what was happening.
Yeah. Well, and also like the protective thing that I think is like what like most people like really get down on with that. I'm like, if I'm a 45-year-old woman and my idiot brother is trying to tell me who to date, simply don't. You don't get, I'm 45. Like,
yeah, like what? By that point, you've probably both been married and divorced multiple times anyways. I mean, like, who cares?
Yeah, I put a kid through college. Can you not tell me who to date, please? Thanks. Like, it's a
crazy
very weird thing. So that's my weird. I've just been thinking about it. But I don't think I like that trope even at the best of times. It's just in particular with this fandom, I'm like, this is not, I don't think this fits.
I agree. I feel like a lot of those tropes I also don't like. Another trope I actually can't stand, and maybe this hits particular for Sam, is the like anything with a roommate. We don't gotta do all that. You know, I've like anything where it's like you were living together and then
catch up.
anything where it's like you were roommates or friends and now you're an item or something, or it's like you were friends for 10 years and now you've fallen in love. You knew that fool for 10 years and you didn't date him before. No, you don't like him. That's weird to me. I'm sorry. It's too late.
Yeah. I think that one can sometimes work for me if it's gay. I've seen a lot of those where it's like I didn't know the other one was gay.
That's fair. If you're straight though, it's like what's your reason?
Yeah, that's completely stupid.
Yeah, but, I think the Dylan and Cole, I think it's the Dylan Sprouse. I think that movie, she like has to move into his apartment for a short period of time, and that's when things get intense in their relationship because they're roommates.
I don't want to watch that one because I think it's going to be good. I want to watch that one because I had a fatty crush on Dylan Sprouse when I was 9, and I'm just trying to live my truth with that. So,
I mean, it does hit that box, but also it is just like, I mean, have you seen the After movies?
I've seen enough of them that I'm locked in.
It's the same exact vibe.
Yeah, and sometimes that's okay.
Sometimes it hits really hard.
Call them art, but I am gonna watch them.
Also, Richie, I don't know if this is unrelated. I don't know if I've fully comprehended whether your date was good or not. I just feel like I need some clarity on that.
It was good. The date was good. It didn't feel there was very much a point during the date where I was like, I think I'm just making a friend right now, which is like completely fine. Like I think they're very cool. At the beginning it felt like a date. By the end we were like at their apartment like watching shitty YouTube videos together, and I was like, I don't think this is a date. I think we're just hanging out at this point. So which was given everything else that has been going on in my week was actually kind of the best case scenario.
Yeah, you made a friend and you got another date.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong.
Yeah. Yeah. Wait, so is the guy who asked you out, is that a coworker? Is that a friend? What's happening?
How do I'm trying so hard not to. If I'm about to have to use fake names, this is going to be so embarrassing. I like a coworker, which is not cute, and nobody should do it, but how else do you meet people? I like a coworker. We're also like friends outside of work. He didn't like, I told him that I was into him because he, the day before, had been like, what if I like got back out there? And I was like, I'll die. But he said that, and then I was like, well, is it time for and he was like, I don't know, I just feel like, shouldn't it be easy? Shouldn't it be right in front of me? And I was like, so then the next day so then the next day I went to him and I was like, hey, we don't gotta make this a big thing. We don't gotta, but like, I like you, and I like, if we're just friends, we're just friends, and that's like completely chill, fine by me. If you are trying to get back out there though, I would feel like a complete jackass if I didn't like at least say something. So just kind of wanted to put that out there. And then he said, oh, I feel really uncomfortable, I don't know what to say. And I said, it's okay, you don't have to say anything. And then he said, I guess I've just never really like thought about it before. And I was like, that's and then he was like, I know I love you as a friend. And I was like, yeah, like we're good. And then he said, bro, I just work here. I was like, right. And then we just kept hanging out, and we were talking about like, you know, which president we thought we'd win in a fight against and stuff like that. And just kind of like didn't talk about it again. And I was like, that's cool. And then the next day, this non-binary person who I went on the date with asked me out. Then I went on a date with that was on Thursday that I got asked out. On Saturday last night, I went on the date. The date went pretty good, but I was like, I don't think either of us are like into it romantically. I think we are just becoming friends, and that's perfect. Because I will also say, what kind of rom-com? Men are so stupid. I'm so done with men. So the day after I get asked on the date, I was complaining about being broke to the guy that I like. And he was like, well, I mean, like, you have money for like food though, right? And I was like, yeah, I have money for food. I just don't have money, you know, like real money. And he was like, okay, because you know I got you on that, right? And I was like, yeah. And then I said, oh, and I got this date tomorrow. And he said, I thought we were hanging out on Sunday.
Wait, why did you tell him that you had the date?
Because my friend Mariah was looking at my phone when I got asked out on the date and was like, oh my god, dude, Richie's getting asked out.
The only way to make a man interested is to say, look, I said I was interested and now suddenly I'm not because I'm busy. And now he's into it.
Yeah.
So yeah, when he said I thought we were hanging out on Sunday, I was like, we are. What are you saying right now? What are you saying to me? And he was like, well, what are you doing tomorrow then? And I was like, going on the date that you already know about with the person from the bar. And he was like, oh, well, you don't sound that excited about it. And I was like,
you're like, well, you didn't sound very excited about me, King. So what's the slice?
So then
Mr. I just work
on the date last night, hung out with him today, the coworker, and then he was like, hey, we should get lunch sometime next week, which we get lunch all the time. So that wasn't him asking me on a date. That was just us talking. But he was like, we should get lunch sometime next week. And then he was like, maybe we could talk some things out. And I was like,
what a weird way to approach that subject of we should talk about it.
That was like, we're already alone in a car together, so you could also just say it, but like whatever.
Yeah. That seems weird. I'd be like, well, aren't we here together as friends presently? Can you just spit it out? You got to marinate it on it a little more, or what? What's going on?
I don't think I can do this whole dating thing.
That's not very romantic either. It's like, okay, I'm sorry. I've read an alien romance where he saw something and then some things transpired immediately. So I need you to be a little more quick. Okay, can this be a novella? We don't got to be 300 pages deep, King.
No, I feel bad because, like, in my head, when he said I just work here, I was like, okay, like, you know, that sucks to hear, but like, also, you know, it's definitely possible that he just has, like, I'm queer, and I think a lot of guys don't think like that I would be into them because I am pretty openly into women. Right. And so I was like, so maybe he hasn't thought about it. That's totally fine. And in my head, I was like, I just, you know, I'm not going to like deny other opportunities. I may like go to him, and obviously not thinking that I'm going to be asked out the next day. I was like, if something comes up, I'll say yes, and maybe I'll go to him and be like, have you thought it through yet, Chief? Like, what, you know, kind of last call on this one. Less than 24 hours after I tell him I'm getting asked out, and I was like, oh, for sure. So like, I do feel like that's a little on me. That wasn't like the cutest move I've ever made, to be like, I like you, but I am going on a date with someone else.
Well, I feel like it's fair if you're like, I like you, but then it's like, I'm handing the ball to you, King, because you didn't know how to catch the pass yourself, and then you don't want to play ball. So, okay, well then the field is open. What's going on?
Maybe his response was nerves and being like, I didn't think about that.
Right, don't want to mess with the friendship.
It could be a nerve thing, but then it's like, well, I'm not gonna sit around and wait for you to figure it out, though. You
can think about it while I'm on my date. How about that? I got places to be. I got food to be eaten with someone else.
Like, yeah, I don't know. He told me a couple times. He was like, you don't seem that excited about it. And finally, like, I looked at him and I was like, well, objectively, it's a pretty weird time to be going on a date right now. I'm not gonna lie about that. Like, it's kind of a weird time right now to be doing that. So, like, what's good?
I'm not going to go to the person I have a crush on and be like, look, I'm really excited about this date.
Why he asked me if I wanted him to check my like date fit outfits, because I was talking to another friend. I was like, I'm going to send you so many pictures of like what I'm wearing on this date. And he was like, oh, well, if you want another opinion, you could say. And I was like,
no.
Girl.
Nope.
You're not a part of this.
That's not how our friendship is.
Like, the problem is I was like, it's very clear to me that what he's trying to do is be like, we're still friends and it's not weird. But I'm like, no, it is weird. Like, it is weird. And like, maybe I'm the one who made it weird, but I can at least acknowledge that it is weird right now. It's always weird when you do this.
And also, it's like, you're clearly not like the bestest of friends ever. So it's like, yeah, you shoot your shot. And if it ruins the friendship, then it wasn't a great friendship. And maybe it can become something more. But even then, you're not going to
shoot my shot though, is because I do think he's a very nice person, and like we do hang out a lot. We hang out probably 3-4 times a week. Like we get lunch together all the time. Like we're tight. But I knew, I was like, he's like a good enough person that he's not gonna like be a jackass about this. Like if I do, he's not gonna be like, ew, what? I wasn't expecting the bro, I just work here. I will say that. That was a fun little surprise for me. But I started laughing so hard when he said that. I could not stop myself from audibly laughing out loud. And I was like, well, I've never told someone I like them and had them respond like that. So thank you for that, I guess. But yeah, so I mean, like he's been nice, and it's very clear that he's just trying to like be a good friend. But I'm like, not with this. This is not. No, like this is separate from you. This has to be separate from you, my guy. Like, we gotta take a couple days at least before you start hearing about the people I'm dating again.
Yeah.
So. She's gotta be not that kind of friend.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I asked one of my other guy friends who I adore. He is so funny and one of my favorite people. And when I met this person at the bar, I was dressed up as Dr. Frankenfurter from Rocky Horror. So I'll text you the pictures of that because I ate down. I'm not gonna lie. I had thigh-high leather boots and you couldn't tell me nothing. But I was like, here's the problem. What do you wear on a first date after that? Like, what do you do? Because I was like,
this may come the complete opposite way. Sweats and a hoodie.
Literally, that is exactly what he said. My friend was like, I think you should wear pajamas. It's like, yeah, just give them both extremes. Let them figure out what's in the middle.
Exactly.
Like, but I didn't. I wore like a sweater. It was fine. I overthought it. I'm not gonna lie about that.
I was gonna say, even the like, what do I wear on a date? I haven't thought about that in so long. I've been with Peyton for so long.
Yeah,
so I've never
just a gold shirt tonight.
Yeah. Literally, usually I'm like, we're going to the steakhouse. Excellent. So I need to wear my fat pants for optimal steak eating. You know?
Exactly. We're gonna go eat pasta. I need the belly space.
Exactly.
So we're gonna be wearing just leggings.
Yeah, something that's not sweatpants, but like it's stretchy.
Yeah.
Oh, I need you both to look at your phones to see my costume real fast. Happy Halloween from me.
You know, anytime there's an image in the group chat, it's always something crazy.
Hey, our images have been pretty good, so and I've not cursed anything.
Richie, this is why you got asked out, bro.
Listen,
isn't fair.
Rare moment where I put on something and I was like, no, I am eating. Like, I am. And then I brought that bullshit. I brought nothing but blackened teeth to the bar. Because I was like, well, I don't know if I'm going to have the stones to, like, talk to anybody. So I was sitting in the bar dressed like that, reading this god-awful novella. And I had a guy come up to me and he went, it was a gay bar. So he comes up to me and he goes, bitch, I have a question for you. And I was like, yes. And he was like, what book is good enough that you're in a bar dressed like that and reading?
You're like, not this one. Honestly, I think that's so funny to go to a bar dressed like that and just read.
I'll have commentary once I get the photo, but I'm on the West Coast, and apparently technology hates me.
Dude, I'm obsessed with your gloves with the beads.
Thank you so much. I really like them.
That's incredible.
Yeah, it was cool. Yeah, I ate down.
You
it was funny though because my coworkers were like, what was your Halloween costume? And I was like, we're about to get closer today.
That's funny. You're like, well, normally I wear a shirt to work, so you know.
Normally you guys see me in a hoodie with unwashed hair. This is not that.
I got them. That took so long.
Wow. When Sam's not in the Midwest and so doesn't get the photos.
You know, Alea, this is a recent change. So I'm still coping. No, this is so good. I want to watch Rocky Horror so bad. Like, I watched one person do a commentary for like 15 minutes and I said, God, it's been too long. I need to watch that movie. And then I've proceeded to not for no reason.
Shadowcast, and then I was like, you know what? We're going for it. I also, oh my God. So I have a regular. And I know I've talked to you about him before because he's the one when I was sick and bringing that peculiar energy to the function last time. He's the customer who came in and I had stickers all over my face and he like grabbed my face and was like, you're so cute. He's one of my favorite people and I adore him. I came in with my Halloween costume in a bag to show one of my coworkers. And he was there. And I was like, oh my gosh, hi, how's it going? And he was like, hey, what you got there, kid? And I was like, my Halloween costume. And he was like, oh, and starts just looking in the bag. And I was like, no. He's like 70. I was like, right. So I'm just holding that L. Hi. Okay, good to know. Sorry, my sister just walked in with a note on a whiteboard instead of just talking to me.
That was basically Austin. He lost his phone. He thinks he left at a convenience store, and he's like, I need your phone. And I'm like, I don't know, there's too much going
on. So he's looking through my bag, and then he grabs one of the boots, and he starts pulling it out of the bag. But it's a thigh-high boot, and I'm 5'9". So he's pulling it out of the bag for what seems like a decade, maybe. He's holding it up in front of him, and I'm like, like trying to keep it chill. And all he did was he flipped it over and he looked at the sole and he went, and they're new, nice find, kid. And then he dropped it back.
T.
I love it.
Oh my god.
Thank you. I appreciate it. So that was also this week has been too much. I also, so when you get a new whipped cream, you spray it in the trash can because they're like really charged, and so otherwise you'll blast hot coffee into your face trying to like put whip in a drink. So you just like into the trash so that it like lets the first part of the charge out and then you can use it, right? So I'm talking to another regular who's also like a man in his 60s. He's the only man in my life I like. Call me sweetheart. Love him to pieces. He's great. He's awesome. And I spray a whipped cream into the trash can, and I don't know what it hit. I don't know what happened to angle it in the way that this happened. I blasted this man with whipped cream in his eyebrows, whipped cream down his neck.
What happened?
Annihilated, and he's a customer, and I was like,
fired.
Oh no!
I start tearing up, and I'm like bright red. And I was like, I'm sorry, I'm so 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 sorry. I'm like freaking out.
Oh shit!
Looks over at the coworker I like, and he goes, "I have that effect on women." And he wiped it off, and he.
I would have been like, well, 2 weeks notice today, boys.
You can bury me in the back.
That's crazy.
And I started to cry. I was like,
That's so funny. And I bet the guy that you like just lost it, didn't he? He just was laughing his ass off. Oh my god.
Brother.
That's so funny though.
Yeah, honestly, he's real for that. It was very funny, but in the moment, I was like, I can't. Like,
the embarrassment's too much. That's hilarious.
It's been a week.
Your job is so fun.
That does sound fun. Job interview on Wednesday also. So maybe next time we meet won't be my job. Which is kind of great. Also, I will say, insane behavior also to be like, hey, coworker, I like you. I'm going on a date with someone else and probably getting it.
And if that doesn't test the relationship, I don't know what does. Like, are
making
we
money moves every day of my life? We are. I'm like a shark. If I stop swimming, I die. I am simply blasting customers with whipped cream, telling people I like them, going on dates with different people, getting a new job. Merry Christmas, everyone. We're out here.
Richie, I love you. Honestly, I feel like my stuff is way less exciting than that. But I feel like you just have times where it'd be like that, especially if you're applying to other jobs. It's already like a level of chaos that just kind of like cascades into everything else. So
I'm also quitting my second job because that place is haunted and it's going to kill me. So
okay. At this point, like, I knew where you worked, and that was like a while ago. Yeah. And then you moved, and then I don't know what happened after that.
So I work at the coffee shop that y'all know about.
Right.
I also, do you remember back in the days when I first moved here, I worked at that terrible pet store?
I think so, yeah.
Back for a couple days a week, and now I'm quitting because that place is haunted and it's going to kill me.
That's hilarious.
Wait, did you have to at my office?
Yeah.
You have what?
We have dead rats in our ceiling at the office.
Dead? You have an exterminator or something?
Well, that's the thing, is they smell quite bad, And the owner of the building has not called an exterminator. So one of our very nice clients came and took one of them out. But we think there's more. And he said, I'm making too much money this year. You guys don't pay me. You have batteries? And we're like, okay, thanks. So that's what's going on in my work life.
That's crazy.
That's as exciting as it gets over here.
That's pretty exciting.
Why do you like not to clown on this man because that's very nice, but why do you only take one? That's so weird. Either do none or do all.
That's what I said. I was like, why didn't we just have him exterminate the place? Like that's his literal profession. Yeah. Why didn't we just do it and then send the landlord the bill?
Did he only see one? Is that why?
Well, no. My manager was like, this one specific spot, we really smell it. And so he only went in the roof to that one spot and found a rat. And then, like, nobody thought to do anything beyond that. And they just sent him on his merry way, saying thanks for the help.
I think you should call him back and say, hey, there's a lot of other stinky spots in here.
Yeah, but apparently the landlord, we can't because the landlord has to do it or something. I'm not a manager. I just work there.
Ew.
Sorry.
That's crazy. That's funny though. But I'm sorry you have to go and smell dead rat.
Luckily where my office spot, it's fine. Like I can't smell anything. But when you walk into the building, it's like dog food and dead rats. It's not a great smell.
Oh, ew.
Yeah. We think it's coming from the pet store next door. The rats. And I'm just like, eee. So that's fun.
Cute.
Yeah.
So Richie, why is your pet store haunted?
Yes.
What's going on there?
So this is a little bit more of a serious note, I guess. But I have 4 coworkers who have had to go into the psych ward. Like this place makes people crazy. Simply, it's just making people go insane. Like it's genuinely, I'm like something's wrong. And I think part of it is that you like with my job, like all I'm doing is stalking. Like I'm just putting cans on shelves. So I have like 7 hours to be left alone with my thoughts and like top 10 people who should not be left alone with their thoughts. And so like I'm okay.
Audiobooks, my friend.
Yeah.
I'm not allowed to wear headphones.
Oh my God.
Stupid.
Yeah, 7 hours of just listening to butt rock on the fucking radio.
That's crazy.
Good job like that.
My mind.
Yeah.
Bad. Yeah, you're not allowed to wear headphones because you have to be available for the customers. And I'm like, I'm already not emotionally available to those customers. I gotta be honest with you. I hate this job so much.
At least you don't have whipped cream and you can't hit them with that.
Can't even. Nope. And that's beautiful.
Because then Richie's gonna accidentally drop like a can of cat food and it's gonna explode on somebody.
That's so much worse.
Whipped cream at least it tastes good.
And at least got a great joke out of it.
Oh, hilarious.
From that man's eyebrows, and I was like, I have to die now. I guess it's my, it's been a good run. He was very nice about it.
That's really funny.
Oh my God. What a nightmare.
That's
I also had another customer. Okay. On Halloween, one of my coworkers dressed as me, which was so funny, and she did such a good job. She dyed her hair. She like dyed her hair, then put it all up in like a baseball cap, and then tied like a little rat tail with like her hair. She bodied. She gave me the shirt that she wore because it's just like a shirt I would wear.
That's so funny.
She did so great, but she was on register, and I had a bunch of customers coming up to me and being like, I thought it was you on register today. And I was like, girl, I know. Like, she went crazy with this one. And then one of my regulars went, lucky me, guess I get 2 of you today. And I was like, once again, it is like 7 in the morning. All of these interactions happen before noon. Cannot stress that enough. Like,
that's too much.
Like, love him. He's a very nice guy. But like, what? What's that mean?
The customers love you. They do get weird with Richie though when we work together. It's strange. Something about your
a little freaky with me.
And it's really true. Something about your voice and your energy really brings the boys to the yard, and it's a lot.
Doesn't even bring the boys to the yard. It brings the like 65-year-old men to the yard. They're like, now's my time, and I'm like, it isn't though. Is the thing?
I have a terrible time in my industry, because it's just all old men, and
they'd all say weird things to me, and I'd be like, That's so funny because I've mastered I had a customer tell me, and I'm sure I've told you this before, but the creepy customer, the one who we like wanted to kick out, but HR wouldn't let us. He told me when I got this rat tail, he was like, "Looks good to pull on." And I was like, "Don't, dude." What?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know what's ever happening at my job, but I would love this new job. I am still going to have to talk to people, but I think that maybe they're not going to hit on me as much. And I'm hoping against hope that maybe I'll get a job where I don't have to pretend to be into it when old men hit on me every day of my life. Kind of exciting.
A job that would still depend on tips?
No.
Then yeah, you don't have to.
Yeah.
It's the best part about my job is I can shut anything down so fast now where I'm like, hey, pal, I'm a 26-year-old tax preparer. You're not going to do this to me today.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think the problem is in my particular job is that I am an adult in an industry that there are adults, but they're like 21. Like I'm the second oldest person who works at the store.
Right.
And so I think that like the older men are like, I have to be a freak because they simply can't stop themselves from being a freak. And so they're at the very least, they're picking the person who is like visibly not a teenager.
Right.
So I just take the hits all day, every day. And that's pretty cool. That's pretty fun. Yeah. Wow. But this new job would be managing a movie theater.
Ooh.
It'd be game over. It'd be game over.
That sounds
benefits, fun. Dental.
That does sound perfect for you too.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
And you get to yell at people.
Yeah.
If you must, you get to be the one.
Yell at people, get to watch movies. That's really my two favorite activities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eat hella fucking popcorn.
Mm-hmm.
I could not be let loose in a movie theater. Oh my god, but Wicked 2 comes out so soon, guys. Sorry.
Speak your truth. Have you read the book? Have you read the book?
No.
You guys should read it. It's good. It's not my favorite Gregory Maguire. That one's Confessions of an Ugly Stepsister, but Wicked's pretty good.
Yeah, I have it on my shelf. I've had it for years, but it's one of those things where I'm like, yeah, I'll get to it eventually. And then like the hype came out and everyone was reading the book, and I was like, now is not the time. I don't want anything to do with you guys and your opinions of this book because you don't have the media literacy.
It's very like verbose. It's definitely like a lot of words, but it is good.
I'm gonna be honest, bringing it back. This had way more description. I was so worried going in that it was gonna be all dialogue, and I was like, "Oh, we're getting a book. This is nice."
We sure did get a book, and I liked it.
Yeah,
I thought it was good. I love how you guys have all these crazy work stories, and I'm like, well, I work from home, remote, right? I work from home, which is pretty chill. But also I have to do like a ton of Zoom meetings and Teams meetings. I was in a Zoom meeting for 7 straight hours the other day because everybody had an in-person meeting and they are too broke to fly me back to Idaho. So I had to do it remote with one girl who lives in Alaska. And there's a new feature on Teams, I think, where it automatically zooms in on random shit. So it's like, I'm here, right? And it's zooming on this and that. And at one point, like, they were on a break, like a 15-minute break, and the CEO, like, walked in front of the camera, and it, like, zoomed in on his ass for a second. And I was like, I don't know about this. And nobody can see it except me and the girl who's remote because nobody else is looking at it because they're looking at him. And it was so funny. She and I, thank God, were like messaging on the side about how like funny the automatic zoom shit was. It would zoom in on the speaker and then go over to some random person who's just sitting at a table, and they would look over and like wave awkwardly. Like they could tell it was looking at them or something. It was wild. It was 7 hours. 7 hours of that. That was crazy.
My webinars sometimes are 8 hours, and it's just me staring at a computer screen of this guy who's doing an in-person webinar with other people.
Oh my God.
Yapping. And I'm like,
exactly
cool,
that.
32 hours a year to do taxes in the state of Oregon. This is stupid.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Of my job is that I don't have to Zoom ever.
Yeah.
I can't imagine. 7 hours is too many. 8 hours is too many.
lot of computer, a lot of spreadsheets, and I'm learning how to SQL code because they want me to. And I am not a computer science person. So ChatGPT is helping me learn how to computer code. Never thought I'd be there.
I'm still learning how to do taxes while I'm trying to just do my bookkeeping.
Dude.
That's just where I'm at.
Mood. At least my husband says I look very smart when I'm learning how to computer code because he works from home. He's like, look at you, you're so smart. You and your little code. Ooh.
I was gassing up your husband yesterday on my date.
That's funny.
Because they were talking about how they're like, yeah, I really am into like stylized, like weird, like YouTube animation, and I was like, well, if I got the guy for you.
Oh yeah.
So I was gassing up your husband.
Oh, also, I know your friend likes Meat Canyon and all that.
Yeah.
I went to his house and I met him and he hugged me.
Text him right now.
Yeah, I went to a Halloween party at Meat Canyon's house in Missouri. We just went 3 weeks ago.
And I was like, I was telling Austin about your costumes and stuff, and I was like, I can't explain any of the things that I'm about to tell you, but for some reason, Leah's husband works with people in Missouri, and so they were driving south to Missouri for a Halloween party. So that makes more sense now.
Yeah. So we went to Meat Canyon's house, and I met him. He's very cool. And we met like all the other animators, and we got to tour his studio and all of his props and everything. It was wild. It was really cool.
It's wild.
So,
and then see if he texts back.
Yeah, and then after that we went to Arkansas. We kept going south, and we stayed at this little Airbnb cottage in the middle of the woods in the Ozarks. And it was like, I felt like I should have just brought my black dress. I didn't know the covens were convening. It was so witchy. It was so fierce. And the bathtub had jets, and it was awesome. And Peyton was very excited about it. I was like, I think my grandma had this tub. But it was awesome. So sorry.
He just sent back 3 texts in a row. The first text was, I said, my friend just told me she went to a party at Meat Canyon's house and he hugged her. She wanted you to know he's cool. And then he sent back, the fuck? And then he said, that's so cool. And then he said, I love meaty. Thanks, buddy. Yeah.
It was pretty wild. But it was so funny because all the people at the party, they all just talk through Discord and they don't know each other's real names. So it was like nobody knew who each other was until they said like their Discord handle. And this one guy said his name and I was like, I don't know who the fuck Jeremy is. And then he was like, I'm Jerb. And I was like, you're Jerb? I was like, I see you talk to my man all the time. I'm like, hello? It was so funny. And he's like from Canada and his wife was there. People brought their like wives and girlfriends. I got to meet everybody and it was people from all over the place. It was sick. It was amazing.
Fine.
Good stuff.
On a date with, and I'll try and scrub as many identifying things as I can from this. But is an editor for a YouTube channel that is like relatively big.
Cool.
Which is awesome. But I was talking about you guys and about how you guys are pushing me to be a booktuber, and they were like, "Well, why don't you?" And I was like, and so they're pushing too.
I love that we can keep getting an army. Eliza's also, pushing you from a distance.
I know. Guys, I sound like a robot right now. What am I to do? I just got the time's so crazy. I do.
Gotta do it.
I know.
I'd say wait a little bit until you see how this job thing turns out and see what your life might be like. And then, the job will be nice because I am working more hours, but I am like guaranteed a certain amount of hours a week. So like, I will theoretically have like a pretty steady schedule, and I'll be able to just kind of like know what I'm up to. If I do get it. Also, if I don't get it, the nice thing, if I don't get it, I'm fine at the place that I'm at. So like we're chilling. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I will say, and this is definitely going to sound like me bragging, and I guess maybe I am, but I've never done an interview and not gotten the job. So I am a little nervous because I'm like, I kind of think I'm going to get it. I think we call that manifesting nowadays.
Yeah. Well, do they call it manifesting when you're like anxious though? They call it manifesting when you're not like feeling good about that. You're like, oh, I'm changing jobs right before Christmas. I have to manage a movie theater right before Christmas when I've never done that before. So we're,
I've never known manifesting not linked to my anxiety, so I don't know about that.
Okay.
I think it's okay to be nervous.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff happening right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
my job dropped, I think, like a good $900 for me to get my next licensing at my job for like a higher tax thing. Yeah. And they're now talking about hiring like a bunch of people, and I'm like, they're gonna fire me indefinitely. Like, they're going to kick me to the curb even after spending all this money. So yeah, I get it. It's just nerves.
Yeah. I don't know. Jobs are weird. This is like this is a thing that I do enjoy and I do think is fun. My concern is I like bouncing off of you guys, and I'm worried that when it's just me in front of a camera, I'm gonna be like icky, weird, because like when I was like, I like being an actor, but like self-tapes were awful. Like you included the clip in your YouTube video. You put me on blast, Sam.
I loved it all so much. I needed all of it. All of it.
Did you watch the Halloween vlog that Sam made? That's me recommending books. Alea? The way that I'm like, I don't know how you do this, and it's just out. But like, I'm worried that that's gonna be the vibe. Is I'm gonna be like,
because I was like,
it's okay.
I just need like a moment or two to be like, look, it's hard, and then people watching me will be like, oh wow, Sam's really putting in the work.
Well, and it is hard, and it is like super weird, and it takes a long time to get used to it. And even then, sometimes you're like, you have a day where you still have a day where you're like, oh my god, I gotta come back tomorrow. This is not it.
Yeah.
You guys feel though, like whenever I watch your videos, you feel very, because I worry I get too like presentery. You guys feel very like natural and very like authentic in your videos. We're just like, hey, like we're gonna be talking about this, and it's like very chill. And I feel like I can do that on like a live stream with you guys. But then I get in front of the camera to like say a thing, and I'm like, well, hello everybody. Like, and it's not.
No, that's me too. It's performative, 100% every time. You're like, all right, gotta hype myself up. I have to smile before I press the record button so that I'm energetic. It never feels like me until I'm on live sprints and I go, oh no, this is more accurate. But
yeah, it's a little more chill.
Yeah.
I don't know. What is my technique? It took me a long time to be like even remotely comfortable.
I'm still getting used to it because I'm trying to expand my vocabulary so I don't say the same 5 words all the time, because I get nervous.
I do.
And then I shut down and I go, here's the same ways I can describe a book. And it's not as interesting. But there's the whole like, talk like you're on FaceTime and make it fun. But also, if you wanted to go the presenter route, you can just do deep dives and like talk about thematic things. It doesn't necessarily have to be like reading blogs or whatever.
Yeah. Sometimes, honestly, if I'm like not feeling it, I'll just hit record and be like, I feel so fucking weird. Why am I sitting in this chair? And I just record myself just talking to myself and like getting out the weird feelings.
Yeah.
And then I delete that and then I film the clip I need to film. So sometimes it's good to just acknowledge it to yourself, like, this is fucking weird.
Yeah.
Camera's looking at me funny today, you know? It's okay. You don't have to include that. That's part of it too, is like you're editing your own shit. So if you say something weird or whatever, you can just cut it out.
Cut it right out. Cut out all the cut out the bad jokes that you don't think are gonna land. Cut out the things that are like somewhat controversial. You're like, ooh, maybe I shouldn't say that.
Dude, I have to cut out my own burps sometimes. Like it's, we've all been
saying I was talking on my date about this is like the one thing I am grateful for is because I've been an actor long enough, I don't really have a problem. I know a lot of people who I've talked to who do YouTube had the problem of like being uncomfortable watching themselves.
Oh yeah.
But like I've watched playbacks of my rehearsals and like my auditions and things like that for years, and so like I know that I'd be fine watching myself. Like I'm not under any illusions what my voice sounds like. I'm not gonna have to go through the awkward phase of like, do I really look like that? Like I know, I'm aware. So I think that's kind of nice, at least.
I think you also dissociate while you're editing. Like you're so like in the fact of like, okay, does the audio sound good? Does the clip look good? Like, does this make sense? Am I repeating myself? You're so like analytical about it that you don't really have time to be like, oh, my face did something weird right there. Like you're not really as focused on like the whole thing.
And even if something weird does happen, sometimes it's like you can edit it so that you're like making fun of yourself. That's
what I
kind of
do.
how I think about it. Is like that's past me and present me is editing in a way to make past me look good and funny.
Yeah.
And so if past me did something weird, I'm gonna make fun of myself in my own editing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because
Got it.
sometimes I like roll my eyes and one of my eye rolls slower than the other, and I'm like, well, that's interesting. I didn't know
Yeah.
it could do that.
The video that I uploaded this morning, I filmed yesterday, and I like had a lot of energy, but because I was like nervous, but also like trying to get through and kind of rush it because I was talking about 34 books basically, but I was like, I don't want to be here forever. So I was kind
Yeah.
of rushing. And there were 2 different times where I just said the weirdest. I said, wow, my socks. And I said, what's the other thing? It was like, I'm like freaking over balls or something. Like it was just like the weirdest thing. And so I put the words as I was saying it on the screen to be like, I'm sorry, what did I just say? I don't realize it in the moment, and then I go back and edit. I go, I sound like a fucking idiot.
That's funny.
Off camera, my brain works a lot better, and I can think of sentence and words. But once I'm on camera, I'm just like, So
yeah.
Do you guys ever write scripts?
I write scripts for my plot recaps, but I don't do scripts for like my normal stuff. But I want to like start doing some of that. But I also know that I'm more of just like bullet points, where it's like, here's just touch on these things, and then you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I usually do bullet points too. I don't do full script because I don't want to be like trying to read it, and I know I won't remember it. So so plus sometimes I go off on a tangent and then I listen to it back. I'm like, that was an insightful tangent I went on there.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Where it's like usually I can come up with a joke on the fly, just make it work.
Yeah, usually I do that too. I don't know. Sometimes it helps. Sometimes what helps me is if I get ready, like I actually brush my hair and like try to fix this up a little. And then I'm like, okay, now I feel like I have my game face on and I'm ready to like do something. Well, Nellie is just over here chatting. Well, hi, dear. How nice of you to join the party. She's been just talking to me in her sleep this whole time in her little bed. Don't come over here and eat my yarn. Hey, we had a discussion about this last night when you tried to eat my yarn ball, okay? She's trying to eat my crochet. I've been learning how to Hello, where's the camera? Crochet. Except I have a cat and she tries to eat my yarn.
We can't have like that sparkly tinsel ribbon that's around for Christmas because my cat will just eat the entire thing and then you have to fish it out of her mouth.
Oh God.
Yeah. So we can't have that in the house for Christmas.
Have you ever had to like take her to the vet because she ate a bunch of it?
No, I've caught her almost every time because I'm very like paranoid and I supervise my cats, and so I make sure I know where everything is. And so if I'm like wrapping presents and she gets a hold of it, it's like, no, let me yank this out of your throat.
Oh my God. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nellie gets crazy with the wrapping too because she loves paper. So I have to give her a scrap of wrapping paper or she will come over and just eat the presents, She loves paper and garbage.
Where he's like ranking like the best cat toys and he goes through like 15 of these cat toys that he bought for his cat, and then at the end of the video he's like, and the winner for the 5th year in a row is crumpled ball of paper. And put it all the time. I'm like, yeah.
Dude, yeah, sometimes we just give Nellie a sticky note and she just goes ham. Just a sticky note, loves it. Sometimes if I'm in the bathroom, she won't leave me alone. I just give her a square of toilet paper. That's good enough, just a square. It works well.
Loves to walk into the bathroom while I'm in there. She'll stand like under my legs and then just stick her tail up between my legs. And I'm like, girl, when I pee on you one day, you're really going to regret everything that's going on right now. You got to go, brother.
That's crazy.
Like, yeah.
That's hilarious, though. Oh my God.
You know, like the big computer desk mats?
Yeah.
I get one for my cat. Well, I don't.
Oh my God.
But every year I have to replace mine because she loves them so much. And so I have 2 on my floor right now. This coming Christmas, she'll get the one on my desk and I'll get a new one. They're her favorite things.
Sorry, Nellie just sneezed on me so hard I have cat boogers like all over. Ew, what was that?
Oh, no.
I love you, but that was gross. Oh God, she's never sneezed on me that hard before. Ew.
I can't say I've ever seen a cat with like actual boogers.
Bro, that was a wet one. I was not ready for that. Ew, right on the wrist. Thanks. Ew, belly belt.
Thanks.
Did that for you.
Ooh.
Guys, I have another tale to tell you. My friend got a new boyfriend. I met him the other day.
Yeah.
And he's the cutest thing on the face of the planet, and I love him. And so this friend of mine, I say he's my husband all the time. So when he and his boyfriend came in, I was like, "Oh my God, are you the boyfriend? Hi, I'm Richie. Oh my gosh!" And one of my coworkers was like, "Yeah, that's his wife." And he was like, "Oh yes, you." It's like, "Hello." And it was incredible. And we talked about his shoes, and I was like, "I love them. They're so cute." And he went, "Thank you. They're women's shoes." And I was like, "I know."
Oh,
Yeah, we love him. So we love to see that.
I love that he knew who you were and that was like a chill thing and not like a jealousy thing or anything weird like that.
Listen,
my mom has maybe 3 husbands that aren't her actual boyfriend because they're not married. The liquor store.
I want to say that a gay man is my husband. Then I think his boyfriend should be okay with it. So it's my truth.
That's fair.
Sometimes you got to just be gay and also call your gay friends your spouse.
Yeah.
I can hear her.
She is so talkative. I don't know what her deal is. I think she's been kind of on one all day because our new rental house, I was started to tell Sam about this, and then I think I got sidetracked like I do. The rental house has a lot of cats outside. And I mean like a lot of cats. Like we moved in and it's a manufactured home, so there's no foundation. And 2 mom cats had babies under the house this summer. Like one of them, I'm pretty sure she gave birth like the day before we moved in. Like I did the math on that and I was like, she must have just given birth. So we had 6 in the first litter and they were running around the backyard. Like they were living under our house. And we since like patched the holes and everything. But there were 6 little ones in the mom. And then the second litter was a different mom and she had 3. And so there's all the babies. And then there's a bunch of other adults that live like around because we live kind of out in the cornfields. There's just like a lot of critters and stuff. And so I counted, I think there's like between 15 and like 20 cats. And so some of them have names and some of them don't. And some of them are like little babies. But Nellie does not like when they get too close. The house pisses her off. So there's a lot of cats around today and she was not having any of it. But there's one, his name's MacGyver, he's orange, and he likes to come up to the front door and like rub his face on the house. And Nellie hates his guts. Oh my God. He's public enemy number 1 and she hates him so bad. But he's so sweet. Like he's the one where
to be honest.
Oh my God. It's like Romeo and Juliet if Juliet literally wanted to kill him every time he was on the balcony. Like she hates him so bad.
The No movie. No Mio and Juliet, I think.
Yes. Oh my God. And he's nice. I think he's like on the spectrum though, or something. Or like maybe his parents were first cousins or something. It's either inbred or he's on the spectrum. I don't know. But he's a little special.
I used to have a derpy cat.
Yeah, something's going on with him mentally. He walks like a bow-legged pirate, but he's not hurt. He's just weird. He just falls off of stuff. He's a little special. He talks a lot. Oh. And Nellie's like, get this weird inbred man off my porch. Like, she hates him. And he's sweet. Like, he wants to be our cat so bad and, like, come in the house. I'm like, brother, you can't be a part of this. I'm sorry. But he's friendly.
Yeah. I feel that way. We have 2 black cats that live across the street. And they're so sweet. They've got the highest, sweetest little pitch of a voice. And I love them dearly. But they also try to fight my cat all the time whenever she goes outside. So I'm like, when she's around, we are not friends, and I have to shoo you away. But if she's inside, I might try and steal a couple of pets.
Show him your butt.
I might be a traitor.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, you're nice. You probably have fleas, but you're so cute. And then the little babies are so cute too. Oh my God. One of them, I call her Bertha. She's a big girl. She's like, I don't know. She's just built different. And she's just big. And she kills mice, which I love. Because the mice keep trying to dig holes into my kitchen. Yeah. And every time we patch a hole, then Bertha goes and eats the mice. I'm like, get them, Bertha. Get those mice.
Yeah, that's a hard part about living near a field of crops and whatnot.
Yeah. Yeah, Peyton says the theme with this house is that the outside likes to be on the inside.
Oh yeah.
It's been fun. Yeah, that's why I've been like so MIA, because we had to fix up the house. We had a mice infestation, we had a flea infestation that was really bad. We had mushrooms growing under the bathroom sink, actual fungi, brother. The mushroom was this tall. I'm not even kidding. We had like some mold, and we had like a bunch of repairs we had to do. None of the appliances worked. They had to buy us like all new appliances except the fridge. It's our third stove. This is the only one that works. It's been crazy work. We had no hot water. We moved in. We had the cats living under the house. The stove didn't work. The dishwasher didn't work. There was holes everywhere. I had to repaint a bunch of stuff. Peyton had to like buy wood and like fix the trim. We had to paint it, and parts of it were rotted. We had to like redo it, and it was we like renovated our rental house. That's crazy.
So much.
Be getting charged $200 a month in rent.
It's ridiculous. But they did some of it, but they did mostly like the appliances, but all the cosmetic stuff they didn't do. Like they told us they were replacing the carpet before we moved in, and they did that. But that's kind of it. They did some of the like outside repairing the holes where the cats were getting in, but we did a lot of it. So my dad helped us move in, and he stayed for like a week and a half after to help us do repairs and stuff. And then we did a lot of it too. So I asked the lady, I was like, am I allowed to paint? And she was like, yeah, there's extra paint in the closet. Like, do whatever. Like, fix stuff if you want. Like, we don't care what you do. I was like, okay, whatever.
Right, I guess. That's cool. Like, I own my house, and I'm still scared to paint anything.
Oh, I've been painting everything. I was like, I don't give a shit. And if it looks bad, it's not my house. It looks better than it did when I moved in. That was bad.
Sometimes all you can do.
Yeah, I was like, whatever. If we have to live here for a year, we kind of have to make it like not disgusting. The fleas were really bad though. Not to be TMI, but we had to like fumigate the house multiple times and like leave, and it was crazy. And we had to take Nelly out, and I had to take out all my houseplants because the flea spray will kill like everything.
Yeah.
And it was bad. But at one point, we had Nelly with us, and we had to be out of the house for 8 hours because we set off like flea bombs, which is kind of like grenades, except it's insecticide. And we did it through the whole house. And Peyton thought it was so funny. He was like, this is like couples goals. We're like Rambo. I'm like, no, this is so nasty. Because you have to like set it off and run because you can't get it on you. Oh my God. But we took Nelly.
My coworkers had to do that.
It was so gross. We took Nelly, our cat, and we went downtown. We went to this yarn store, and I was like, oh, this lady's going to yell at me for having my cat. And I walk in, and all the ladies in the yarn store thought it was so cute that I had my cat. And the owner comes up, and she goes, oh my gosh, what is that? And I was like, that's my cat. And she was like, oh, she's so cute. She was like, I have a pattern for like knitting little mice as cat toys. And she's like, we've been making them for the Humane Society. Do you want the pattern? I'll give it to you for free. Oh, she was so nice. So everybody was like really chill. We've been really impressed with like the people since we moved out here. Everybody's so nice.
Nice, brother. It hits different.
It hits so different. So yeah, the rental house has been a lot to fix up, but we're pretty much there. We finished painting the trim last weekend, so that's good.
Nice.
I have like one wall that looks like shit, but everything else, I'm like, that's fine. But yeah,
kind of crazy. We're in completely different locations this time from the last time. You're in your new house. I'm in my. I think I haven't filmed in this apartment yet.
And your new apartment.
My room, rare footage of that. My headboard bookshelf.
Yeah, how's the new apartment? I don't think I heard that you were looking for one and you found something. Is it good?
Yeah. Yeah. It's quirky.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's fine. It's a basement apartment. Okay. So anything that you think might come with a basement apartment. The outside also loves to be on the inside, but unfortunately I don't have anything as cute as mice. It's mostly big fuck off centipedes. So I don't love that for me. And then we have a bunch of like pipe, like we have a bunch of pipes.
Oh, industrial.
I actually think that's really cool. Mm-hmm. The problem is they are the hot water pipes that run the radiators in the building. So my apartment is 85 degrees right now.
Oh, fun.
Which, like, when it's negative 30 outside, it's going to be so gas. You won't be able to tell me nothing. But, like, right now when it's, like, 50, it's a little hot. It's a little hot in here. So, But I like it. I do like it. I like having my own space. We have a very cute, like, little reading nook area in our living room where it's like all of our bookshelves and then a hammock, and like that's really fun. So it's been good so far. I also have here. Let me try and spin you around. Ignore all of the garbage in my house. But I have my little tube TV. Can you see that?
Cute, yeah.
So it has like a VCR attached to it.
Nice.
So I've been watching all kinds of VHS tapes.
Fun.
So yeah,
Austin has decided that's one of his. He's got many side projects, but one of his things is thrifting VHSs, jewelry to see if any of it is gold, and I sent him on the search for like gold and black picture frames because I want to do a gallery wall down my hall and in my living room.
Cute.
So those are my touches. I'm gonna have to buy so much furniture in the next probably year.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just trying to save up money and thrift whatever I can for now.
Yeah. We've been thrifting stuff too. But
yeah.
we did move a lot of stuff when we moved, thank God. But I got here, I'm gonna show you. It's my yarn for my crochet. And I got my cubbies they're from Walmart, but they're cute. They're cute. I have my own office now, so that's new.
Does Nellie get into them at all? They're just out.
No. She's very good. She doesn't get into my yarn. She knows she's not supposed to. She knows what she's not supposed to do. She's usually pretty good. The only time she tries to eat my yarn is if it's on my lap and she's also on my lap. The proximity. She's like, that's a loose piece of yarn, you know? But if it's in the cubbies, she doesn't care.
Makes sense.
Can I real fast? Sorry, I just realized that I have something on my floor right now. That Alea, this is a deep cut, but you remember these boys?
Yes, I do, from the store when we worked there. Yeah. Oh my God.
This is the somebody took a photograph of the mural outside of the bookstore that me and Alea worked at and turned them into like pouches. And this is my makeup bag.
That's cool.
And I still have it. It's in pretty good condition, so shout out.
That's awesome.
You heard that nobody
girlies that have
what's happening over there, by the way? You heard the old boss sold?
Yes.
New owners?
Yes, and I met the new owners because they're friends with some other friends of ours. I think you met Race and Tiffany at the wedding. Yeah. So they're friends with Race and Tiffany. We've been at like some house parties at their place when the people who bought the bookstore we used to work at were there. I don't know. It's hard to judge a person when you've only talked to them when they're drunk.
Fair.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But anyways, the husband, Peyton likes him. I've had a lot of weird conversations with him when he was not sober. The wife seems like she's pretty organized. She's nice. Sometimes it's like she's there to pick up her drunk husband, and that feels weird to me.
Yeah.
But I don't know. The people who work there still that we knew are excited about the new owners.
Okay.
But yeah, so it's now owned by our old manager and then these new people.
Yeah.
But it is kind of weird. They came in and like bought it out of like nowhere.
Yeah.
So
well, I think that the old owner was trying to step down because she wanted to have her move. She could travel more with her boyfriend.
Yeah. But yeah, it's kind of weird. Now it's the new ownership, but I guess they're planning on being like pretty hands-on with it and like actually working in the store.
You know if the landlord still has any stake in that?
I don't know if they just bought out the owner or they bought out the landlord too. I don't know. Laura was talking to me about it.
Cool.
She was excited about it. I was like, I met those people, and if I were you, I would not want to work for them, but that's my opinion. So I don't know. Sometimes it's like these people are okay, but
I think we got a good time. Every time I go back in there, I'm like, I think we slipped out of the time.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think I would not have wanted to work there any longer than I did.
Well, to be frank, we left when it was still a bookstore, and now it seems to be more like a gift shop with books.
Yeah. And then changes in ownership and all that, and I don't know. Plus, just being on Main Street, I think, is really sketchy with the rise of the religious cult.
Yeah.
Just crazy work. I'm so glad I don't live there anymore. I just don't need any of that energy. I'm out here with the 20 cats that aren't mine and the corn, and I'm vibing. you know.
I did get extremely nostalgic when I went to your wedding, though. Like, while here, and I was like,
Yeah.
I miss it so much. But it's very easy when you're there for a weekend to not think about the cult.
Well, and we weren't like in that area. We were like out where it's pretty and all that. So I'm glad that we like had the wedding there and did all that and everything. But I think the way it all happened sequentially and then doing the move was like couldn't have been better, honestly.
Yeah.
Good time to go. The move was so smooth, actually. We moved that whole way and my dad drove the U-Haul and it was great. It was great. Nelly did so good in the car. We were chilling.
That's helpful.
So yeah, the rental house has been nuts, but whatever. The other thing too is we're kind of at the point where we want this to be the last rental, and so we're looking at buying our own place. So when we went down for the Meat Canyon Halloween party, we were looking. That's why we went through Missouri and then Arkansas and then back up through like southern Iowa because we're trying to scout for where we want to buy a house. So Missouri and Iowa are on the table, but Missouri's cool. It's also very witchy, not Arkansas witchy, but the place we went in Arkansas, it was called Eureka Springs, and the whole town is like spooky themed because they have haunted hotels there and stuff. And a lot of the houses are like, they look like old plantation houses, and it's very like witchy, but not like in a creepy way. But the lady at the bed and breakfast said, she was like, yeah, if you walk through the woods, it's really cool. But she's like, watch out for Bigfoot and the bog monster. And I was like, fierce. And they made chicken and waffles for breakfast. And it was amazing. So
okay.
Arkansas's cool. Missouri's cool. Missouri's more like farmland type of stuff, but the housing is really cheap. And so we're excited about that.
Yeah. That's awesome.
So it's pretty cool. But we like the Midwest enough that we would want to buy a house out here somewhere. It's just a question of like where. But we probably wouldn't live in Arkansas, but we like going there for vacation because it's cool. But the roads, oh my God. We were driving to the cottage place we stayed at, and I've never seen a road sign in the mountains that said, watch out for crooked roads. Not like curvy. They were curvy and like this. Your car's like this. It's a crooked road. It was like a roller coaster through the mountains, and there's just a sheer cliff on the other side. No rail. And everybody's like this to the cottages. It was crazy work.
I can handle curves on a cliff because that's like the entire Oregon coast, but I don't know about crooked.
Yeah, I've never seen one where the road is slanted like that. It was crazy.
Wild.
We were fine, but it was an adventure. Yeah, Peyton was like, I'm not driving this in the winter. Like, we're not living here. But we would go when like the weather's nice to go vacation. Because it's cute.
The same way about Idaho now, because Chloe's like, you should come see me in Idaho again. I'm like, girl, it's gonna snow soon. I ain't driving through Eastern Oregon to get to you. We've done it once. I'm not doing that again.
No. I'm curious to see how the winter goes in the Midwest this year. It's probably going to be a cold one.
It would be awful. It's snowing here today.
It snowed here today too.
Yep.
So
yeah, it's gonna be awful.
Rain today. We got all sun. It's 50-something degrees.
You dog. But yeah, I don't know. I'm excited. It's going to be a cold winter, I'm sure, but I think we'll be all right.
Last night after my date, it's 1 a.m. I'm driving home. I'm completely exhausted. I woke up at 3 a.m. to open at the coffee shop, and so it's now 1 a.m. I've been awake for 22 hours straight.
Oh my God.
Like, doing stuff for 22 hours straight. I'm trying to drive home. I take a curve on the highway, and that's when I realize, oh, it definitely is about to start snowing, and the roads are completely covered in ice. And I was like,
oh my God.
And I could drive off the road, but I wasn't as on the road as maybe I would have liked to be.
Yikes.
Yeah, so I got to start watching out at this point.
I got a question. So that means you have a car.
I have a car. Yeah. Oh my God, it's been so long since we've talked.
I know.
We literally haven't talked since before I went to the other wedding, have we?
No, I remember you were getting ready to go to the other wedding.
Yeah.
How was the other wedding? Bad?
Okay, first of all, so good.
Oh,
so
good.
Delightful time. They got money, dude.
Oh.
There was a moment where I was like, hey, can I like help out with anything? And the bride's dad looked at me and was like, we'll let like the maids handle that. Oh,
The
the
maids.
maids. Well, the maids handle that. Okay, well.
You're like, I
Yeah,
wasn't aware there were maids.
I didn't lift a finger for like a week.
Wow.
It was crazy. So that was wild. But it also was just very fun. It was very fun to see everybody. It was because like the groomsmen, so it was like Max, Ashton, well, Ashton was the groom, but like Max, Ashton, Zane, and then one of Ashton's friends from high school, and then me. And what a squad. It was it was so fun. It was a very good time. The wedding was beautiful. Everything went really smoothly.
Good.
I still maintain now, having been to your wedding and Ashton's wedding, that I think it's extremely weird. I get why, but I think it's extremely weird to stand on the side of the person who you're like in their party, because now with both weddings, I've gotten to stare at the back of your and Ashton's head as you got married. And much as I love Peyton, and like it was a little like I'm actually pretty tight with Ashton's wife, but like Peyton, I like him. We don't know each other that well. Peyton and I have never like hung out. It's a little like it's a little weird to be looking at the back of your head and seeing all of his expressions at a wedding.
The party
so
should
that kind of like reinforced that feeling for me, where I was like, this is a weird tradition.
Yeah, it is.
But it was really fun. It was really good. And then at the wedding, I have more drama. Alea, do you remember the guy who? Give me a second to scrub identifying factors away from him while still letting you know who this is. Do you remember the guy who had like hit on me that one time and then we ran into each other at a party like in Moscow, and I was like, what are you doing here? Because fully like we did not meet in Moscow. We met like very much elsewhere like years before. Do you remember that guy?
I don't think I remember that guy.
Oh brother. Okay, I might have to tell you the full tea of this story off camera, but that guy who, let's just say, like we've never done anything, but we do have maybe a little bit of a complicated history, showed up at the wedding. He's become a personal trainer since I last saw him. And so one of the groomsmen pulled me aside and was like, brother, you fumbled that bag. And I was like, we don't have to talk about it. It's all good. It's fine. He's there with his girlfriend, who he's been with for 100 years. And she is the nicest person on the face of the planet. So imagine my surprise when, after not talking for the entirety of the wedding, he comes up to me at the end of the wedding and he's like, hey, like, it was really good to see you. And I was like, oh my God, it was so good to see you too. And he was like, if you're ever in town, like, let us know, you can crash on our couch. And his girlfriend was like, oh my God, yeah, totally, let us know. And I was like, oh my God, that's so sweet. Not going to do that, but that's so sweet. And then he turns to her and he goes, can you go wait in the car for a second?
Excuse me?
And she and I made eye contact. And I think I must have been making a face that was like, whose man's? Because I saw her like visibly relax and they go, sure. And then she left and I was like, so now I'm alone with this man. And he went, hey, I saw that you we're exchanging Instagrams with other people. I was wondering if you wanted me and Sarah's Instagram. The way I said her name, that's insane. But
it's the most generic name ever.
I don't think that was a fumble, really.
But I was like, yeah, sure. Oh my God, totally. And we exchanged Instagrams, and the entire time in the back of my head, I'm like,
why'd you have to leave that?
Why did you have to leave for this? This is so weird. And then he was like, hey, it was really good to see you again. And they gave me a hug, and it was a completely normal platonic hug. And I was like, again, why did you ask her to leave for this? And then he was like, well, now that we have socials, just know that, like, I'll be looking out. And then he left, and I was like, so again, why couldn't she have been there for all of that? That was the weirdest. It was the weirdest thing. So that was the one part of the wedding where I was like, huh. But everything else went great. Everybody looked beautiful. Everything was awesome. And I had a very good time. And then I came home and I had immediately moved before I left. So I get to come home and unpack the rest of the apartment. And then I bought a car the next week. So we're out here. We've truly been making money moves since June and have not stopped.
Excited though.
Do we have any money? Of course not. But we've been.
You got a car.
We got a car.
I'm excited that you have a car.
And it's a nice car.
Good.
It's a nice car. It's not like a BMW, but it's a nice car.
What you mean is it's not like your old car where it was going to caught on fire on the way to work. It's not another one of those?
Yeah, it's not
Good.
like that.
Well, I'm happy about that.
I texted Max when I got it. And I was like, I got a car. And Max was like, I don't mean to be rude when I'm asking this, but is it a piece of shit like normal?
Yeah.
I was like, no, actually, it's not. It runs normally, and it doesn't make weird noises.
So proud of you for that. That means that we could actually drive to see each other. Maybe not, in this winter, but
in
sometime.
May. Can't wait.
That'd be good. That'd be good. I think I'm like 3 hours from you. 3.5, something like that.
That's not even that far.
It's not.
I love that.
Not bad.
I could easily take some time. Well, and now this also means, because I don't really know what I'm doing for it yet, but I'm turning 30 next year, so that means you could roll up for my 30th.
I sure could.
And then Sam could catch a flight and also roll up for my 30th, but it's a little more inconvenient for you.
just a little bit. It's only like a 17-hour drive or something crazy.
Yeah. I think it was 24 to get from Idaho to where I am, so I imagine for you it would be like 30 hours ish.
Yeah,
probably 30 hours of driving for my 30th birthday. That's
a YouTube video.
That is a YouTube video. That's hilarious. Honestly, yeah, I know. I'm not even that far from Richie now, which is crazy. It's exciting.
And so much further from me. And we didn't even meet up when we were close.
I'm sorry. I know.
That's
the states thing is
like,
crazy.
We say now, we're not even that far from each other. Watch us literally never visit each other once. Watch us.
Oh, we will.
Well, he is also and I think we're moving to Missouri, so make the distance bigger.
Well, honestly, that's not even that big of a deal. Since we drove all the way out here, we've taken like a lot of trips just driving everywhere. So we did go to Minneapolis once since we've been here. But I didn't hit you up because I knew it was going to be like very fast. Because Peyton was like, we're going quickly and we're coming home. He hates the roads in Minneapolis. It pissed him off. So whatever. So we made
once he started talking about the driving, I was like, I see it moving lower on the list as he's talking about it. And he's not wrong. Yeah. There's nothing I can do to defend it because it sucks so bad. It sucks so bad.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm on the road at like 4:30 in the morning for an open. And I'm like, why are there so many cars on the road? Like, I'm in traffic at 4:30 in the morning.
That's crazy. Yeah, the roads over there are like the craziest roads I've seen. All the other states we've gone to are like hella chill. But honestly, we've gotten to the point.
I will say that.
Okay.
Pittsburgh,
I haven't been there.
Pittsburgh, lots of bridges, and the way that the city's set up, if you miss an exit, you're driving about 15, 16 miles before you can turn around.
That's Portland.
So you got to be on it. And sometimes that means you're making a jut across a 6-lane highway.
Yeah, that's basically crazy. Portland. Which is why I try to avoid.
Yeah, it's not cute. And everybody kept being like, why don't you go downtown? I was like, because I'll die. I'll die on the way there.
Yeah, seriously.
You'll feel real bad when I drive my car off a bridge because I don't know how to drive.
Yeah, me. Yeah. So, but we did go. We do find ourselves there on occasion. So I will let you know. Because I like to go to Minneapolis to go book shopping.
I live like a mile from that mystery bookshop that we were talking. Okay, me giving my location, doxing myself. That's fine. That mystery bookshop that we were talking about here, I live like a mile from there. The
I'll figure it out.
Time or whatever.
Oh, I still don't think I've gone to that one yet.
Me either.
Well, we might have to go. We'll have to go. But we have been traveling a lot. Since we did the whole move, it was like, well, we could go to Minneapolis and back in a day trip. 6-7 hours of driving. Yeah. So we've been driving around a lot more, but I think we're going to road trip to Michigan this summer for another animation thing. So exciting.
Where you live now and where I live now is very different from where we used to live. And that if you drive 3 hours, you end up somewhere.
Yes. Oh my God. I know everybody at work's like, you've been going to this state and that state. I'm like, yeah, dude, I've been to like, I don't even know, 8, 9, 10 states since I left Idaho.
We're squished over there compared to the West Coast where
it's just there's no mountains.
I mean, you know this, where it's like it's Portland and then you get to drive for 8 hours until you like hit another city at all. Like so it's much more. You drive 3 hours, you're in another city.
Yeah, or another state where there's other stuff to do.
Yeah, hours. Whereas if I want to get to Washington, it's a minimum 3. If I want to get to Idaho, it's 7. California, 7.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, then we don't have the mountains. So Iowa's so flat. It's like if I drive 3 hours, I'm in another state on a new adventure. And I didn't have to go over a single mountain pass or anything to get there. So it's actually really convenient. We've been able to go a lot of places and see stuff. And we were trying to see some stuff before the snow hit because we knew once winter hits, we're kind of like locked down. But yeah. Chilling. But it's 7:50.
Yeah.
For us.
Yeah.
So we might need to hop off of this here live.
Yeah, I missed a call from my dad while I was on here, so I should probably call that.
I missed a call from my mom, and I just talked to her, so I don't know what she wants now. Like, girl, I talked to you this week. What?
My mom is the same way. She's like, she'll just walk into my work unannounced, will not tell me. Half the time I'm on a walk down the street and I don't know if she's there. And everyone's like, your mom came in. But she'll just like pop in at random, not tell anybody. Walks in like she owns the place, just goes straight into the back.
She's like, where's my kid?
Yeah, and then like 2 days later, she'll call me and text me, and I'm just like, girl, I've seen you so many times.
That's so funny.
Before we hop off, if you want, Alea, also, like, if you want to do these, and we could also have a couple where we're just talking about what we've read. It doesn't have to be, we all read the same thing.
Yeah, because we didn't even talk about Hazelthorn yet.
That's true. We could also just sprint and like not read the same thing, just do chill sprints.
Yeah.
Which I'm also down for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think
whatever fits the mood for the months.
Yeah. Okay, that sounds good. I think it would be nice to do chill sprints where we just read whatever and maybe like some shorter romance stuff.
Novella type beats, yeah.
Yeah. But I also know you guys read the Andrew Joseph White one.
Yeah.
And I would like to read that. Yeah. That would be good. Okay. I'll think about what we should do. I don't know what the plan is for December. I know it's Christmas and all that stuff.
There's no doubt in my mind we could find a Christmas romance novella if we wanted to push for something. That's true. If we also wanted to just put on some Santa hats and get on here and talk about what we've been up to.
Have a Christmas party.
Yeah, we could do just like Christmas Eve chill sprints.
Maybe try and read like Christmassy things, but not necessarily have to be all the same. We'll get a pool of like different options and then whatever's calling to us.
Yeah. So that could be good. We could also read the sequel to Married to the Alien Cowboy with our Santa hats on.
Then you guys can see how slow of a reader I actually am, because there's no audiobooks.
Me too.
Full eyeballs.
Yes. Yes. Okay. I'll have a thought on that.
Yeah.
And I'll message you about that. I like the idea of doing like some fun chill sprints.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
If you guys are ever interested, Chloe and I have been sprinting on Wednesdays. So if you guys ever have a Wednesday, I guess afternoon for you guys, that you want to hang out, that's also an option.
Cool.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Well, thank you guys for reading some Alien smut with me.
Fantastic. Oh, wait. Sam never gave a number.
Yeah, Sam. Sam doesn't know.
4?
4? Okay.
4? I don't think it's quite a 5, just because I liked it, but I never felt like that feeling of like, it's so good. But I don't think it's bad either. Like, I think it had a plot, it had arcs, there was character development, hit all the beats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think 4.5 for me.
Yeah, I think 4.5. I don't know if it gave me the full 5-star feeling. You know what I mean? But I feel like maybe the next book could.
Yeah. I feel like one of the books in the series will probably be like the one that really hits.
Yeah. Maybe the Warden one for me could be a 5.
The Gay Oaken book is going to be the 5.
The fan fiction that I am waiting for.
Yeah.
The fan fiction I write about Oaken and the Warden is going to be the 5-star.
Yeah. I think so.
I love it. Well, check out Richie's fanfic coming out soon in 2026. Holding you to that publication date. And we'll see y'all later. Bye.